It's low key, and I am Mr. Super Facts. Family, family, family. I'm joined by the good brother John Hardy, my brother, my resident astro enlightenment coach, guru, all that, man. John, how you doing today? I'm gonna put your page on the screen for everybody to see. Definitely subscribe and check out the good brother John Hardy. Today we're going to be talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine. He was released from prison, and John Hardy is going to be giving us the proof. All right. So, John, how you doing? Tell the people where to find you and what can they look forward from you, sir.
Happy holidays, everybody. My name is John Hardy. I'm an Astrolife coach, and my job is to help people heal themselves. You can find me on this YouTube channel that he got on my page. Videos to come soon. I'm also an author, and I got a book coming out called Salt and Water for the Soul, which is my good brother behind the scene. Just started. Congratulations, good brother, using the salt water technique. So if you want to lose weight, if you got any type of issues, link up with me, and we can make that disappear easy.
That's a fact, man. And definitely, man, that book is going to be fire. Okay.
Yeah.
I already know that book is going to be fire. It's going to be a problem, man.
Yeah, that book is deep. I mean, it's going to chase the industry away. It's going to it's see, the thing about it is, like, people going to want to lose weight. People going to want to get good skin, but what they not looking at is they going to save money, medical reasons, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer. This is just the first stage to attacking chronic illnesses, but that's for a whole nother show.
That's some real shit. And also, shit, can I get a plug in, man? Can I plug some shit? John, like I said, I'm trying to be like you, man. I'm trying to get paid off of, you know what I'm doing too, man. I'm trying to make some Skrilla. I done came out with the new Mr. Super Facts clothing line, man, apparel, all that. You know, like I said, I cater to the kings and the queens, man. So if you consider yourself a king or a queen, come cop you some apparel, man. We got the King T. All right. You can't find this nowhere else. What is the slogan? What's the motto? A king only loyal to the truth, man. So definitely come check out the apparel. Death ain't gangster, life is gangster. And that goes along with what we're saying today. It's a lot of promoting this whole gangster bullshit to get on when now the dude is in jail. I mean, the dude is copping pleas. 6ix9ine lawyers saying he never claimed to be a gangster. He was just portraying one to promote his music. So definitely, if you a king, you stand by the code. Death ain't gangster, life is gangster. So we got a couple more things you could cop for the kings and queens, man. So with that, let's hop into this whole Tekashi 6ix9ine situation, man. Like I said, I'm joined by the guru, man. Okay, if you want to know anything about the stars, man, this is who you need to consult. Okay, so where you want to start off? And also, I do want to shout out the homie Sean. You know, in the chat, you know, that's a hitter. And also the laziest sniper on YouTube, Jamel Collins. You know, y'all already know John Hardy, man. So definitely appreciate y'all rocking with us. I'm gonna shut the hell up. And John, where we going with this, brother?
All right, let's start with hip hop news reportedly. So I'm still going to use the word allegedly because it's being reported, but we're going to get to a point where we can take the word allegedly out of there. So go to the screen of the hip hop news source that just reported this.
Okay, so hot new hip hop.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna deal with facts before we get in. We're gonna deal with the alleged reporting of the news source, and then we're gonna get into more of the actual facts, legal definition of that, and then we can get into the stars for a few minutes if he's snitching or not.
So this is the page, right, John?
Yeah, so if you look on that page right there, and if you scroll down, just released. This is actually the 22nd they reported this, and you make that a little bigger right there. You go back up a little. Okay, due to circumstance beyond our control, they postponed his music. So it says here, a pleasant surprise to start off Thanksgiving morning for anybody wishing Tekashi 6ix9ine could wiggle himself out of yet another bad situation. It appears as though he may have just done so. The young rapper was locked up on federal charges, the rally charges, earlier this week when he and a few others were charged for firearms and racketeering. There have been plenty of updates since the initial entry into prison, including the obvious. All right, so he had the delay. He had a delay in the bell hearing. He had a delay in his music, and
Oh,
that's a whole Mercury thing, Mercury retrograde. There's some news that weren't expected this soon has just broken out. Which I told my nephew. I said I wouldn't be surprised if he get out
yeah,
before
I
the
said
end
the
of
same
the.
thing.
I said I wouldn't be surprised if he get out like before. I'm saying as early as next week, but no later than the end of the year.
But John, the reason why I said I feel like he might get out is because if you take a step back, fuck all the surface level shit. He is, in my opinion, he's an asset to all these agendas that's being shoved down our throats, whether it be the gay agenda or he's destroying real organic music. You know what music used to be. He's an asset to all the crazy shit going on out here.
But and then if you go deeper than that, there was physical signs. You know what I mean? As far as okay, he went on a Breakfast Club and he made this whole video. Okay, with the Bloods, that's ratting, that's snitching. But with the Feds, he know they was coming after him. Prior to that, it was allegedly reported that the Feds snatched him up for 4 hours. They gave him a deal. He did not take it. That's why they, like Donnie Brasco or whatever. These people were like, okay, he didn't take the deal. Let's go scoop him before he go spill some more beans and let the roaches scatter. So that was another thing. Now on this screen right here, before I go deep into that, on this screen right here, you can see this is a Federal Bureau of Prisons. Anybody could locate anybody in here. It's
Public information.
public information. Pull his name up, Daniel Hernandez, age of 22. Put male in there. And I don't know if he got a race as white, but you can see he was released 11/21/2018. Now the question I got is why these news outlet not reporting it? Why is nobody reporting this? Because it's low key. So we report this on low key TV. Now y'all do what you want with it, keep it low key or put it out there. But he's definitely been released. The question is in the air right now. Have he been released to another federal prison or that actually a federal prison? He was in Population and Rikers Island, and he got released from Rikers Island, and that's actually a federal. So to me, people are questioning, did he get released and go to another, federal prison or whatever? But the federal court system is in Manhattan, New York. And if they say you got released, he go through Rikers Island, and then, he was in Brooklyn Detention Center. Then he got to go there. So I think he's released. I mean, I think he's definitely released. That money probably went through. And because nobody reporting it, it tells me that, he might be talking. Now, if you go back to the beginning of the case, right? When it first popped out, it said Tekashi 6ix9ine and two of the Trey 9 blood gang or whatever the is got arrested, right? And then when it came out a little more, it was 4 people. When the federal indictment came out, it was 5 people. And what nobody know neither, one of those people got bailed. And I don't know if they got bailed out, but they got bailed for $1 million. Wow. So you see what I'm saying? So there's not they most of the stations don't report that it was 5 people, maybe 6. And when you get a superseding indictment like this, that's a strong chance of more people getting arrested. Now, I can backtrack this all the way down to the dude got locked up for kidnapping him. I'm almost sure. I told my nephew, I said, that dude about to snitch on Shotty. Feds probably came and questioned him first, and then that was it. Because they've been watching them. I personally don't believe that. I believe that they put all those cases that they had together because this is what they do to get a conspiracy racketeering. So, technically speaking, legally, 6ix9ine can't be charged with anything from 2013, but he did get caught with possession of a weapon that was used in the robbery. He got caught with a scum gang bag, which is the ops. You know what I mean? So, and they said when Shotty was robbing somebody, he was recording it. So he placed himself
right.
at the scene of the crime. He witnessed the crime. So these are the things his lawyer trying to argue, like he's not part of he tried to argue of the 3 violent cases, he wasn't part of it. You know what I mean? You was. If you recorded it, you watched it, you didn't have to be there. And if they jump back in your car or either left with you, you know, even the event that happened when he came home from jail, I believe, you know, if he got any, because his his manager brother is a federale,
right? Wow.
From Chicago. He's a hot vet, right? So he had to get inside scoop. So I believe they was working with him, trying to say, look, get away from these dudes because they about to go down. So when he go to court and come home, and these dudes, you know, had an altercation with some off-duty NYPD out of all security for that same manager. That's when they open the cans right there. Say, hold up, this is going too far. You know what I mean? How the dude get shot and go to jail? That should have told you. Okay, now here's the 2 other signs that you could have seen clean as day. Dude that robbed him or kidnapped him, the feds came and got him. See, I would have been nervous if I was him. I'd have been like, whoa, it's just a kidnapping. Feds don't come for none of shit like that. You know what I mean? Feds don't come for kidnapping and gun charge. They come for big shit. Right. And then when they ran up in his crib, those jackets said feds. FED. I mean FBI. Right. Again. So again, yeah.
The AR.
The fact that you see the feds is on cases that's ruled by the state, which is actually the state usually overrides something that's ruled by the city, local police officers. So you got that should have been spooky enough for him. And then when he come home, he go meet up with an exec who said Shot in him can't come in. So he did leave, but Shot in him, you know, allegedly flipped out. One got hit in the head. He claimed it was you know, he pulled the gun. Oh no, he didn't. He claimed he reached for something, so he shot him. One of the Treyway guys, which I don't believe that. Of course, they're going to use that. But either way, if he left, why did they go back? And the judge just told him. I believe the feds was working with the judge saying, look, leave him out here because either A, we got a case, or B, the record company, it was like, look, y'all messing up our money, you know, let him back out or whatever. But he went back to Treyway. He told Treyway, suck my dick. He said, joking about that in this world of realm of reality, you really can call when he went. I think the biggest mistake he made from the feds and Treyway is when he try to sound intelligent on the Breakfast Club. He told too much. The feds said, hold up. They made us, you know how the cops be like, they made us, take them down. So he told too much. So that's a warning to Treyway. Listen, they could bounce. But as they came and got him, that was Saturday, they came and got him Sunday. And then Treyway was like, oh yeah, this nigga snitching, because if you remember, even Shotty put some indirect threat to him and told him to shut his mouth.
Well, they were saying, the feds were saying they had him wiretapped, or they had somebody wiretapped, and they overheard people saying that they were gonna, this is a quote, they're gonna super violate Tekashi 6ix9ine. They were thinking that they were gonna whoever was gonna get at him, it was gonna happen at a casino in Connecticut.
And they use the word super violate. Like, I never heard that term in legal form. I never heard it in the gangster, or even I heard it in the street. Like, you know, I'm a super violate me. I'm gonna beat every living blood out of him or whatever. But you know, when the feds take that, they add the killing. You see how they worded? They was like even shooting him, and people took shooting him as killing him. So, but either which way, if it's a threat on his life, they came and got him. They try to, you know, finesse him. You got a threat on your life. He don't know if it's credible or not. I believe they even showed him the tape. I believe they said, look, we're not lying. Listen to this. That's your man. He said he's gonna super violate you. They trying to kill you. And then they said he was supposed to go to the casino, and they didn't want nobody else to get shot. So that's why they really, you know, said, take him down. Take him down.
Now, John, your time is precious, man. We got to, like I said, when I had the Kings on the panel, especially you, man, we go super deep into what the fuck is happening, not even just behind the scenes, but on a spiritual, on an astrological level, man. We were talking behind the scenes. You said that as far as the potential, the possibility of Tekashi 6ix9ine snitching, being a rat, being Master Splinter with a Skittle scalp. It's in his stars. It's in the stars that he's capable of snitching.
Technically, not capable. I'm going to predict. I love my predictions. He's snitching. He's
Damn.
snitching. Okay.
Damn.
Now, when you get into the astral aspect of it, right? You got Venus is a planet of investments, love, marriage, relationships. You know what I mean? And from October the 6th and November the 15th, Venus was retrograding. So see why he was losing a lot of investment, spending money. At this time, a lot of people ain't supposed to spend money to November the 16th. So even after the 16th, what a lot of astrologers don't, put into factor, it's still a 2 weeks period after that to still have that effect, which can actually be worse in the beginning and in the end. So the shadow period of Venus leaving, moving further away from Earth would drop some heavy shit, right? He have that in his sign, zodiac sign. He had Venus, right? And then if you notice, I ain't gonna get into that, but if he had Venus in his Gemini rules communication. See what I mean?
Super facts.
So you got everything going backwards where somebody hypothetically won't tell. With this retrograde, he's put in a place where there's going to be, he got Pluto in his house of Sagittarius, which rules travel. Pluto rules death. Sagittarius rules travel and foreign shit. So this is a foreign charge. This is an international charge. Oh, yeah. That nigga telling.
Now we do gotta say once again, I appreciate everybody rocking with us in the live chat, man. We got Bang Bang, Ikemel on the check-in, a good brother vibing with us. What's up, Ikemel? We got the Young King Virgo on the check-in, man. So what's good with y'all? Happy Thanksgiving. Respectfully, happy holidays to y'all. Hopefully, you hold your family down today and you actually, do something productive with your family today, man. We over here trying to get to the bottom of this whole situation. Now, real quick, John, I did want to talk about, let's talk about his baby moms, man. We was talking about that behind the scenes, man.
I'm gonna just step to the thing before I get to the baby mother.
Let's get it.
Let's get into he's a Mexican, right? So now nothing against black people or anybody else.
On paper, he white though.
Right. This is listen, if you put white on a resume, you're getting a job. My name is John Hardy. This is why I used to always get jobs.
I thought you was white, dog. I'm not even gonna lie.
Nigga, you think I abuse that shit going for jobs? American Express, Barclays Bank. I abuse that name, though. I put the initial in there. John R. Hardy. Look like a rich white name. Oh, yep, give me that job, dog. So the thing about him, right? To me, that stand out funny. They should have put Latino, Spanish, or something. But when you go deeper, Puerto Rican, Spanish, Latino people have like compassionate ways about their family, more compassionate. And I grew up around where if you got locked up, your mom was like, his dumb ass shouldn't have been out there. You know what I mean? Puerto Rican ain't playing with that. So the last thing he said that probably got him up, my family is in danger. You know what that spelled out to me? Witness Protection Program.
Say it again, John.
Witness Protection Program. He said, my family's in danger. And the life alert. He picked that life alert and he was like, look, I told you, now we're going to move them out, relocate them. We can do that with your money. We're going to keep the rest of that shit. Right? But prior to this all happening, here's another thing that wasn't reported. His baby mom had a busted lip. And people were saying that, whether he hit her with an object or whether he hit her with his hands, or he assaulted her. And she said it was allegedly he gave her $200,000. So he was already going to, because she was going to get an order of protection. So he already was in violation of his probation alone, just off of that.
Wow.
Coming from her. And plus, it's allegedly that he got another baby mother on the day he got locked up.
stripper chick, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's probably the ones that didn't like Cardi B. So if he got a baby from an enemy of Cardi B, if it's one of those girls, I feel for him, man. I
Let me
feel
ask you a question. Is his baby mother? I don't know shit about these dudes like that, but his baby mother was she Trippy Red's girlfriend or something?
no, no.
Oh, I'm thinking about somebody else then.
It's the opposite of way. Trippy girl, he hit Trippy girl red. He hit Trippy red girl. So it's the
Okay.
opposite. Now, another thing I wanted to say too, like this is
real quick, John. Did he bag this chick after he got famous? Because she kind of looked like a IG thought. I'm gonna keep respectfully. I don't know.
nah. See what happened? What happened? Right? He was doing a video, and then Nicki Minaj got beef with Cardi B. Right? So
Right.
those the same girls that Cardi B had beef with in the stripper club, and I think allegedly she put hands on them. So because of Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, Nicki Minaj actually, it was allegedly that she paid the lawyer fees for those girls to sue her. So that's just showing, I'm just showing how deep the beef was, if that's true. So Nicki Minaj actually got those girls to come to his video shoot, and he fell in love. That was it. The same girls, same girls. So if that's the same girl, he got pregnant. That's like your baby mother. Or it might be another girl he had. Another girl, he was flaunting a girl recently, so it might be her too. You know what I mean? And it was actually saying he got 2 more baby mothers. So I'm not gonna buy into that until the facts come out, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to talk down. We got 9 people in the building, man. Hit that like and subscribe. Not only to Mr. Super Facts, but come on over to Astro Enlightenment, aka John Hardy, and check out his content, man. But me personally, John, like I said, we're gonna get back into the combo, but this chick kind of bad, man. Not this chick. This chick kind of bad. So I was just wondering, is this a chick that he met after or before? Because I feel like it's kind of different when you come into the game with a chick. That's just me. But they asking, this is another great question. They asking, would you snitch in this position, John Hardy? Is snitching in the stars for you?
Well, listen, I pull my shit out. It ain't. But here's the thing about it. And this is, I want to say 2 things on this. Listen, on some gangster shit, if you made your bed, you lying that shit. You get knocked with your niggas, you go down with your niggas, or whatever the case may be. Now, his argument is these niggas was trying to kill me. Does that make it okay to snitch? I still say no. I'd rather see my op dead than in jail, because I don't wish jail on nobody. Now, with that being said, right, for the people who saying, there was a few bloggers out there saying, y'all should chill on him, or whatever the case may be. I think he's human, ABCDFG and stuff like that. But I'm more or less like, you know what I mean? I can't really get mad at the people that's wishing whatever they wish on him from going to jail, because this dude, like in Brooklyn, there's 3 real rules he violated. Okay, the first one is suck my dick. Now in Brooklyn, that's a gunshot. That's a whole body. That's all.
Allegedly.
Man, look, you can go to Delaware, California. You can go to Chirac. These people tell you eat a dick all day. Eat a dick, suck my ass. But you can't do that in Brooklyn. I don't care. Even though times change, people wearing skinny pants, that's still a #1 violation, to violate somebody to your privacy. And then that's the first thing. Another thing niggas from Brooklyn don't play with is the moms, daughters, and kids. You can't, that's always off the shelf with beef. So when you say suck my dick with your mother's lip, now the last but not least, right? The last one, so that's 2 super violations. The last one is fuck your dead homies. I mean, that's not wishing death on the niggas, but that's wishing like death on a nigga that died or something.
But he said that?
Yeah, he told that to mad niggas. He told that to Chief Keef. He told it to Trippy Red. He told them all. He was like, man, fuck all your dead homies. Fuck your homies. Fuck all of them. That was his main thing, other than Test My Gangster Tour. That's canceled now. Suck my dick. Niggas ain't touch me, all this other shit, boom, boom, boom. But he left out. See, he got Moon and Capricorn. people who got Moon and Capricorn got pride issues. So he won't admit that he took an L. He'll argue that emotion is Moon, Capricorn is pride and reputation. So he would get emotional about his reputation and not look at that nigga. You've been kidnapped, gun butt. You had a fight, an altercation at the jail. See, and it kept building up. This is what I told my nephew. The rubber band, you keep pulling it, it's going to pop harder. So he's really convincing himself he ain't taking no L's. You took an L from the judge. The young boy you choked. The young boy you choked. You took an L from the 13-year-old girl who pressed charges on you. You took an L from the fight in the what's the name? At the airport. You took an L when niggas kidnapped you. You took an L when you went to Chirac for 5 seconds, 4 in the morning, and you ain't even go there the time you said you went.
You admitted it on the breakfast.
Come on, dog. You took super L's, though. You took super L's. So that mindset, you know, if I was ever talking to him, because I heard him say he can't do nothing about the people around him. Sometimes people have people around him just to get that bag instead of somebody just to grab his ass. Because I would have grabbed his ass by his motherfucking collar and said, "Look, you got to chill, nigga. You ain't used to nobody telling you this shit. Chill. Doing too much, you're gonna fuck up all your bread. That's gonna fuck my bread up. So listen, and I'm gonna holler at Shotty too. Like Shotty, you gotta help me with this dude, dog. Because Shotty can't be in a position to say that's he's his own man, and then he's in a position saying that's they you know, when people say that people you got protecting you, be like, he's his own man. I can't do nothing about it. That's security. And then now you got the booking agent who releasing the financial data. Feds coming in on that one too. He'd be lucky if he keep his bread.
That's a fact.
That's another L, because they was like, we didn't. They put the paperwork out there. They was like, look, we ain't robbed this dude. We gave him all his bread. We broke it down. His ass just can't add up, making it look like we robbed him. We didn't rob him. We gave him this amount. Look, the dude said he was getting paid between 1.2. DJ Academic broke it down, 1.2 to 1.7 million for shows. How much he got in his bank account?
1.7.
Okay. He said he gave him half, which was 80,000 for a show. Boom. He said it was only 60,000, right? How much Shotty got in his bank account?
I don't know.
60,000.
Oh shit.
And if that's all they got, you can look at Shotty ain't getting no bail. That 1.7 million, if that booking agent sue him, they need their $800,000 back they gave him. And then on top of that, you got lawyer fees. You got rental car rent. You got insurance. You still got. He's going to be broke in a year or less. 1.7 million is gone just with the lawyer's fee.
Now, real quick, John. 50 Cent. You know, 50. Let's just keep it a buck. And we got Tyrone. I gotta show love to the chat, John. I'm gonna let you catch your breath back because you going in. Hey, you busting right now like a fucking 8K. And we got the Queen Keys to win on the check-in. Happy Thanksgiving right back to you, Keys. And we got Tyrone Corals coming back, checking out what we got going over here. We got 10 people in the building. Definitely check out my brother John Hardy on YouTube, man. At Astro Enlightenment, dude. It's a solid brother right here, man. From the stars to the physical. It is what it is, man. He said he want all the smoke. Well, let me hop up in the comment section super quick. Tyrone says, Shotty a bitch. Nigga had 60K in the bank. No OGs in the entire game. We got Jamel Collins on the check-in. We got the newcomer Rita. He said he's laughing. You making that nigga laugh. Jamel Collins says he must have a death wish or something. This dude is wild. Okay. So I did want to ask you about, real quick, Sean. We got the homie Sean in the building. He says, and fuck his baby mama too. She following her nut ass and thinking she's cool to follow that fool Dominican thotty. Okay. Now I did want to ask you about 50, man. 50 Cent is out here telling, 6ix9ine to call his mama. I thought 50 and Tekashi was cool, but it goes on to say, 50 wrote on his Instagram, my son got picked up. I told him, don't call me. The feds on you, fool. Call your mama. Don't put the FBI on my phone. But isn't that kind of ironic for all this shit 50 been getting away with since he came out, allegedly?
Well, if you look at 50, right, Fat Joe and the rest of them, they've been through this already. You know what I mean? 50 money was long. 50 got bulletproof. He shaded himself from those niggas. He seen it coming. He disappeared from those niggas, started being by himself. Niggas shot him up and all that. That's when he learned before it even got even ugly. Now, the thing about him and Tekashi, Tekashi, now I believe they kind of joking with it because they still kind of cool. But when Tekashi went to Europe, that's another thing that could be investigated. Now, European money and shit and Mexican mafias he was fucking with out there. But another thing is when he went out to Europe, he was saying, fuck being the king in New York. First he was said, tell 50 I'm the new king in New York. See? So 50 get the last laugh in this. Oh, you want to be the king of New York? All right. You want to be Frank White? All right, cool. Get the snitching like Frank White. Get the snitching like Frank White, though. You want to be Lucas? All right, get the snitching like these niggas. You want to be Alpo?
A lot of people feel like 50 is a rat. Jada Kiss even said it. He called him a rat, man. You crab ass nigga, you an animal. You's a mother animal. So my question is, shouldn't 50 be able to help Tekashi? At least he should have been able to help him navigate through this situation. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 50 told him, let's keep it a buck. Maybe 50 told him, you get one phone call. Maybe 50 told him, listen, man, you need to do what I did. Allegedly.
See, he got the biggest problem again. Let's say if 50 did rat it, right? And there's supposed to be paperwork from Ja Rule and them from that. But let's just say he did. So I'm almost positive 50 was given, like, this dude don't listen to nobody. I'm almost positive 50 was like, yo, you're doing too much, slow it down, boom, boom, boom. Because nobody could talk to him. Even his baby mom tried to talk to him, like homeboy said. Her dumb ass kept following. Cheated, follow him. Cheated, follow him. Broke up, follow him. Broke up, follow him and shit. Surprised her nut ass ain't get locked up. But the thing about it, you know what I mean? If you go with anybody, nobody can get through to this dude. That moon in Capricorn, let me tell you something about a Taurus with a moon in Capricorn. He's a Taurus.
Don't bring me into this.
No. Different type of Tauruses. If your moon is in Capricorn, these people are stubborn. Nobody, and when they get money, it's a rap. It's a rap. And I've seen a lot of charts where people have moon in Capricorn and they wasn't even Tauruses. Just that moon in Capricorn, when they would die for their reputation because they're emotional. The moon is emotional.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it rules their reputations and career. So they're emotional about that. So they would do anything not to like if their reputation is fucked up, if they labeled the snitch, dog, he might commit suicide. I ain't gonna say he's gonna do that. So nobody could talk to him. These people are hard-headed, and so just to put it, hard-headed. People that have moon in it, they hard-headed, man. You can't talk to them. You could tell him, even if he feels he can debate anything with anybody. He went on Breakfast Club. He found out that was the worst thing he could have did. You know what I mean? So you can't debate everything with anybody because the feds is not even listening to who got shot in the gang. Feds just trying to connect the money with the booking agent, or feds are trying to connect Shotty being part of the management. That's all they wanted. And they got that. They like I told my nephew, they don't got to charge him with no murders, no gun charges, nothing he did. When they got racketeering, he paid for everything. He paid. They say your money funded this operation. And not to mention in 2017, you was around a couple of incidents. That makes you part of the organization. That's the only two things they want. They don't care about nothing else. They don't care if he shot some. Like when you get a conspiracy charge, right? They say you get a conspiracy charge, and everybody in this room get a conspiracy charge, right? All it takes is for, let's say, Keys to win. All it takes for somebody to buy a bag of weed off of her. Now he got drawn into it. He ain't had nothing to do with this whole shit. See what I'm saying? So when they got conspiracy, they taking charges from 2013, throwing that on them because they just got him as the big man of the whole operation. Like, hold up, I don't want to be charged for 13, 14. Or, I didn't know these. We don't care. We don't care. You funded the operation system, and you was present at a few incidents. Barclays, that shootout, he was present there. The robbery in Manhattan, he was present there.
But John, do you feel like he deserves to go to jail just because he was present? You know what I mean?
Listen, it's not about deserving or not. It's just the legal ramification, the consequences of your action, and what you put in the air come back will bite you in your ass. So it doesn't matter if you sitting up here, if they say you are affiliated of a gang, and you're yelling, they could pull up all type of video, self-snitching. I tell these niggas, watch that Instagram. But if you putting up that Treyway and you rolling with the mob and you yelling, it's not about if he deserves it or not. It's about, can he prove he wasn't with them? And he's not part of a gang.
Right. Right. That's what reminds me of Training Day, a classic quote. It's not about what you know, it's about what you can prove.
I could pull up a text I sent Bobby Smurda before he got locked up, about at least 6 months before he got locked up. And it's the same pattern. When you get stopped for traffic ticket by the NYPD, petty shit, that's what was happening to him. He didn't see the case. I kept telling my nephew, this is building up. It's going to be a rubber band effect. So he keep getting stopped and being happy. It's like once a dude catch 2 bodies and he get away, you can't tell him nothing. Once a nigga beat 2 or 3 charges, shout out the real John Gotti, they was coming for that nigga. They got that nigga on tax evade. No mafia hits or none of that. They gave him life for tax evasion. So he kept getting away with shit, thinking he was untouchable. John Gotti was known to be untouchable. Sammy the Bull, the nigga that was doing the hits for him, ratted on him. He did 19 bodies for John Gotti, and he told this nigga paid me to do it. Wow. He came home, wrote a book about it and everything.
Wow.
So he should have seen the signs. The stars don't lie. He should have seen all the pattern of behavior that's going to lead up to this, all the way down to the minute the feds ran at your crib. Nigga, that's a disappear moment right there. I'm out. You know what I mean? It was so it's not like it's difference between, you know, should he go to jail or not? The question is, was he associated with a gang? Can they prove he was associated with a gang? And they calling the gang a enterprise. A criminal enterprise. So they use that word because that's the word that fits the mafia. I don't see them as a criminal enterprise, like not with 60,000. That's supposed to be real estate. Now you look at AR Ab, right? That's a whole different ball game where he admitted to buying property, and they allegedly was dealing drugs in there. Damn. But now if you go back to Taxstone, a fucking gun is a federal charge. And if you go to Bobby's murder, one of those niggas got like 90 years.
Wow.
So being from Brooklyn with Taxstone and these dudes, he should have been on point to, like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have like shitted on Shotty, but I would have definitely distanced myself and made a move to like, yo, hold me down over there. I got you, whatever you need. But, you know, shit is hot right now. Like, you come home from jail getting 4 years probation, and it's a whole less than an hour. Shit hitting the fan. Now, this is not about going to jail. This is about what it's going to take you to wake up. You keep getting into shit after shit after shit after shit. You can't do this doing a fucking retrograde. It will bite you in your ass.
You know, John, going back to the whole enterprise shit, I made a video earlier and I was just pretty much said the same thing. I'm like, this is not an enterprise to me. This just looks like a bunch of dumb niggas on drugs with access to guns, in my opinion.
And I don't even call it a gang because technically speaking, Trey Way, right, is affiliated with Trey Nine Bloods, but it's not a gang. It's Trey Way Entertainment. Even Shotty cleared that up. He said he's not the manager. But on the indictment, if you pull up the indictment, right, they got Mel first, Shotty second, somebody else third, this nigga fourth. They got him number 4, which means he wasn't a big man. So they got this dude, Mel. They got him as the lead nigga. He used to be with Birdman. So you know his record, right? So he probably is the leader of, you know, listen.
Oh, no, you mean Dipset or Jim Jones in them?
Nah, a dude named Mel. I forgot his last name. Huh?
Mel Matrix or something like that?
Mel
Murder or something? I don't know.
Yeah, some shit like that. Some shit like that. He used to be with I
thought it was that Dipset Bird Gang shit. I don't know.
He might have been. He was with them first. Right. Yeah, you're right. That's him. He was with him first, right? So he was with him first. So Mel Murder Jones, he was with Jim Jones and him first, but then he was fucking with Birdman. So I'm just saying, you see his creep. They got him on top of the indictment.
Right.
And then they got Shotty second on the indictment. Right? Then so they putting it together like this dude is the ring head nigga, Mel Murder. And then they got Shotty probably as the enforcer. Then they got Crippy, who got shot by the at that incident. Crippy, he's the head of the entertainment, Treyway Entertainment. Then they got Tekashi 4th, which saying they probably saying he's the accountant motherfucker. He's putting all the money towards it. And then they got motherfucking Ish last. Now, Ish was not on that beginning report and shit. And it was, even as I'm looking right now on whatever the site is, they only got 4 people. So the 5th person was actually, it was 5 people they actually indicted, if not 6. So I think it was 5 people on the indictment. They only reported 3, then 4, then 5. You know what I mean?
And you know, let me hop up in the chat. And John, I do want to know your. Well, you know, let me get your opinion real quick before I hop up in the chat. Your definition of snitching. A lot of people's definition of snitching is all over the fucking place. What's your definition of snitching?
All right, you got snitching, you got ratting, you got telling. All right, people that tell on people would be like somebody mother, let's say somebody grandmother, and you shooting dice in front of their yard and everything. You know what I mean? And you shooting dice in front of their yard, and she called the cops. Or, you know, even a dude working his ass off, and he don't never been in the streets, never been in the street. He just worked, MTA bus driver. You keep making noise in front of his shit. Y'all shooting in front of. He told y'all get the fuck away from my shit. To me, that's tattletelling, right?
Right.
Probably, you know, an old lady be like, I can't defend myself. What the fuck I'm supposed to do? Then you got snitching. Now, snitching is somebody who probably technically not having nothing to do with the crime, or they could be placed in the crime, so they snitching to get out of the crime. Like, I didn't have nothing to do with that. So in this case, he's saying he's not a gang member, but you know, the internet begs different. So, but ratting, you put cheese there. This nigga was at the this nigga was at the robbery scene. He committed the murder. You can have a nigga committing a crime and snitch on a nigga that didn't do it, his man, for a reduced sentence. You know what I mean? So when a nigga ratting on a nigga, he's telling in exchange for people he was with that committed the crime.
Now, like, John, this is crazy. This is the first time I ever heard it broke down like this. You just said that there's levels to it was one more, it's snitching, and it's ratting.
Right, it's one more I can't remember, but it's definitely tattletelling. You know, back in the days when you was kids, your mother might even tell you, why you always tattletelling?
Right. Right.
You know, now tattletelling in another sense, let's just look at that in a positive sense. And it could be like a it could be like a pull-up. You know what I mean? I'm telling mom, you out here using drugs. Yeah, I don't want that nigga using drugs. That's my brother. Yeah, I told on you, motherfucker. Yeah, fuck out of here. You using dope, man. I'm trying to save your life. You out here using dope. You know what? So that's more of a family thing or whatever. But even when you get to the offset of, you know, somebody that can't defend themselves, an old lady, and somebody hit her, you're gonna tell her not to call nobody for help. She ain't got no family, nothing like that. So that's the tattletelling part. Right. The snitching part is like, all right, boom. A snitch could be like, I ain't got shit to do with this, but I'm telling anyway. A nigga selling drugs on the corner, he heard about a murder, he go witness it and tell. He don't get no benefit from it. Just telling. Or they might be like, well, you was there. We know you ain't got nothing to do with it, but we could put your ass in it. Nigga, I'm snitching. Now, when you get to the ratting is, again, you was involved with that crime, homie.
So that's like the final form.
Yeah, that's a rat. That's like the lowest, because he might been the one that squeezed the trigger, but he might say, listen, I could take the nigga down. The nigga that was with me got 3 bodies. So they'll let him go for this one body, pin that on him, and then he'll testify for the other 3 bodies he got nobody knew about for a lesser time. They got a cheese in the rack.
Wow. And that's my opinion too. I always thought that snitching wasn't like what Cameron said, right? If you in the apartment and somebody, you know, down the apartment hallway is doing some shit and you call the cops to really just protect yourself and your family. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
a thin line to that, because where I'm from, like, we gonna step to the nigga and we gonna get out of there. There you go. But some people will be like, yo, dog, you can catch a charge just for doing that. You know what I mean? So, but at the same time, if he's not producing no harm to nobody I see, I'm not going to say nothing. Right. You know what I mean? But if he did something to some little girl, he got to be dealt with. We're going to deal with him. You know what I mean? But if somebody called the cops on him after he did that, I'm not gonna say, oh, this nigga gotta go for snitching. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, listen, that's God fate right there.
Right. And that's my whole thing. I'm gonna get up in the chat right now, family. But that's my whole thing. If you two motherfuckers or however many of y'all niggas go to the store, buy y'all ski masks and gloves and whatever the case may be, and you do your dirt together, when you get caught up, if you tell on that person or any of these people you did that dirt in the dark with, then that's snitching, ratting, you know what I mean? That's that betrayal.
It's the ratting that makes it the betrayal, because if you at the robbery scene, you got caught at the robbery scene, they got the photos, they got the testimony, they got the statement, they got the pictures, and even your dumbass confession, and then you want to sell somebody else out there, not do that time with them. You know, you got people that was be like, police will run up on this, you know, a nigga and be like, well, we know you wasn't there, but he called you.
Right.
We got you on phone. Be like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Well, you're gonna go down for it anyway. That ain't gonna be like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you what the fuck he said.
Like you just said, do that time with them. Now we got 13 people in the building, man. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Also, hop over to the Astro Enlightenment Guru, John Hardy. Definitely subscribe to his channel. He's who I'm talking to right now. But also, we gotta hop up in the chat. They going in. They fucking with us today on Thanksgiving. Respectfully, happy holidays. Sean says, easy. If you're in the streets doing dirt and you did participate in the crimes with other individuals, then if you want to escape the charges and telling, then you're snitching to me. Tyrone says, 99% of these niggas are rats. It's no loyalty in the streets. And it's funny that he says that because I'm gonna finish your comment, Tyrone. But it's funny that you said it's no loyalty in the streets, but for some reason niggas keep repping they hood in these streets. But Tyrone says when the police put a 10-year sentence on the table, all them niggas talking. He said that's why I went to college, man. Let's clap it up for Tyrone.
Do you know? And that's deep what he said, right? Look. That's deep what he said, right? I'm gonna say one thing. A nigga, even outside of snitching, like you getting lined up by a nigga, or a nigga just stop fucking with you and whatever, or you call a best friend. A nigga's only as loyal as the last motherfucking cigarette you gave him. That's facts. As the last, if you selling weed, the last free bag you gave him, that nigga's only loyal to that. You know, niggas be like, this is my bro, this is my man, this is my best friend and shit. I watch best. Now, let's go even deeper than that, right? I remember one time, my nigga came home, I ain't gonna mention no name, you know what I mean? And he was chilling and shit. Shit hit the fan, you know, with him and my brother and shit like that. Whatever. It wasn't even my brother, but you know what I mean? Shit hit the fan or whatever the case may be. So my brother was telling me, like, nah, that nigga ain't gonna snitch. That nigga just came from doing 20. He a real one. He a real one. Right? I told my brother, I said, do you think that nigga wanna go back for life now? He said, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. That nigga ain't gonna, that nigga snitched, dog. He snitched. Nigga that got 20 years ain't trying to go back for a life. If they could turn these niggas, he came home the next 2-3 days. Damn. So niggas only as loyal as, like the brother said, 10 years put in front of you, 20 years put in front of you, or the last cigarette you gave him. Like Tekashi, I'm gonna tell you Tekashi reason for snitching. They was taking my bread and they threatened my family. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. I told nigga. You goddamn right. I think. Yo, he gonna be like, these niggas trying to kill my family, dog. Like, telling everything, dog. He had on green sneakers. Yo, one time it was a dude, right? Yo, you want to hear some funny shit? This is the funniest shit I ever heard on YouTube. I forgot. A YouTuber put this up. If he hear this, he gonna know who I'm talking about. He said the dude. It was he said he was talking about snitching, and he said I remember watching the first 48. He said, yo, the funniest part about that, he said, they be telling like it ain't nothing. You watch first 48 hours, you could tell, you know, whatever. So he said the dude was snitching, and he was like, yeah, the nigga name is Jacob Johnson. His middle name is this. He's this height. He got this many tattoos. Yo, he said the nigga's a Scorpio. He said, yo, he snitched. I said, fuck a Scorpio. Oh, yeah, he fucked.
That nigga like long walks on the beach.
He said the nigga gave up the nigga's zodiac sign, dog. I said, yo, that's astro snitching, dog. You give up a nigga zodiac. If he a Scorpio and it's a murder, Scorpio rules death. Oh, that nigga guilty, dog. I used to pull up the serial killers chart. They used to always have Pluto in some like 7th house of relationship. He killed that bitch. Pluto in this house. He killed his family. You got Pluto, the planet of death, or they might have some shit in they. Goddamn dog. That nigga gave
you gotta do an astrological background check on it.
I'm telling you, dog. That's because you got look. In life, you got two things. Right? You got a birth certificate that can identify you, and then you got a birth chart. Right? A birth chart is more accurate than a birth certificate. You know why? If they could switch the baby by accident, for starters, that might not even be your kid. And sometimes when they're having a baby, the timing of your birth could be off because, you know, they're probably losing a lot of blood. They forgot to write the time the baby came out. The star's going to tell you exactly what time you came out. You align those shit perfectly towards your birth or whatever. So when you go into somebody's stars, yeah, you can pull out. We did the killers. We did the snitches. We did the top liars. Leo, Virgos, Pisces, top 3 liars, indebatable. And fucking debatable.
Hey. I going in, man, and the chat is going in. Tyrone said, "I'm still dying off what Tyrone." Man said, "The man said that's why I went to college." Like I'm not niggas, God,
that nigga probably.
I'm paying to get away from you niggas.
Yeah, he probably took up law, man. I'm going to opposite.
Tyrone said, "Bro, they had a hit on him. Why shouldn't he rat? If they'll put a hit on him, why wouldn't they snitch?" And Rita says, "Man, if I was in that situation, I'm snitching on the Snickers bar that was on the store we robbed." God.
see, now the thing about this part is crazy. Is like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a thin line to like, why would you snitch? Like, again, if a motherfucker wasn't part of that shit, I can see that. Like, why would he not snitch? He wasn't part of it. They threatened his family because he, you know what I mean? But when you part of this shit, dog, that's a code of the streets. But again, you know, Troy, I found out the hard way. Code of the streets. Now he was like, yo, fuck the code of the street. The nigga made a whole song about snitching. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Snitching is the new type, you know, getaway shit or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So, if somebody threatened your family, would you snitch? I mean, if you claiming to be gangster, no.
There you go. No.
You claiming to be gangster, you blood, you just switch to the ops and then, you know, call somebody and get them handled up. No, I disagree with that. If you claiming to be gangster and nobody could test your gangster, I guess they tested it again with the family. The feds tested it.
And going into that even more, I did want to talk about his mother, man. I don't know if you ever saw that video.
Yo, hold on. Let's get Troy Ave. Troy Ave, right? Troy Ave got Venus and Virgo. I'm done. He snitched. Go ahead.
So you think he snitched on that whole situation?
I just pulled this chart up, though. He got Venus rules law and Virgo. Virgo ruled by Mercury. Anybody needs he snitched. Virgo's Gemini's and snitching.
But I don't know if you saw that video of Tekashi 6ix9ine. It was a video on YouTube that I saw a while ago, and it was his mother's birthday, I think. And he, excuse me. He literally walked to his mother and he put $1 million cash on the table for his mother. And immediately when I saw that video, I was like, dude, you literally just made your mother a target. You know what I mean? She's an older woman. She can't defend herself and all that money. And you know what I mean? I think they still live in Brooklyn or whatever the case may be. And I'm just like, why would you do that? So do you feel like after this whole scenario, niggas is out here trying to, you know, scrape up the crumbs, get the rest of whatever they can as far as money out this dude or wherever he's stashing it, or whoever's holding on to it before the jig is up? Do you feel like his mother is a target?
When this message is directly for Tekashi, let me speak to you directly, young boy. Let me speak to you directly, right? Because this is what I was saying to my nephew. You took your money and fed the wolves. Dumb move. You didn't have nobody around you to teach you to invest your money. You know the first thing you invest your money in? Yourself. Then after that, the people that help you get it. Then after that, your family. You left your family out there with the sharks. I've been saying he should have moved his family out ASAP, especially after getting touched in Brooklyn, kidnapped. He should have known that had something to do with people close to him. Then he said it was an inside job. That was enough to get my family out of harm's way. Usually where I'm from, when shit like that happen, first thing you do is shut the fuck up, disassociate yourself, move your family out the way, and bring war to these motherfuckers. Now you bring in war. Now I ain't gotta worry about my family getting touched. Y'all fucked up now because I'm coming through scraping everything.
Yes, just like in every movie, right, John? The dude is like, oh, he's like, oh shit, like Equalizer, whatever action movie, shit pop off. Niggas is coming to fuck up. If they can't get him, they're gonna get everybody around him.
I don't care if it's
does is protect his people.
Shot in them got something to do with. I'm going to the Crips, Ops, whoever. I might be coming by myself. Like, listen, y'all niggas did my family dirty. I'm doing everybody who name attached to this dirty. Everybody. There's anybody catching it. Y'all playing. But he left his family there in harm's way. And you know what got him out of jail? This is why I know he gonna snitch. He said, my family is a target. Nigga, you made them a target. They didn't make them a target. You had millions of dollars. You could have moved them out. You should have been got your baby mother the fuck up out of there too. When Shotty was massaging her neck. Come here. Come here. Look at us together. Hey, get that tattoo. Get that tattoo. You see this face?
No, John, to be honest, man, I feel like this dude, he needed a father, man. Dude just needed a father in his life.
He needed a father. He needs somebody with a belt, dog. All he needed was an ass. All he was a fucking I would have whipped his ass, dog. I would have went to jail for that, but he would have been like, you know what? That does make sense. Bail him out. He didn't have nobody to tell him shut the fuck up. Who you talking to? King of what? Sit your ass down, dog, and get your money right. Look, invest in this, put this in the stock, get your credit redone, get your mother a new house, fuck $1 million, put that in a house, nigga. You could have put $250,000 in a house.
And I don't know if you could, you should be able to see the picture on the screen, but this is the video I was talking about. He put all that money on the fucking table for his mother. But is it, let's be honest, is it the mother's fault too? Is it his family's fault too? His friends' fault too?
No. Let's look at the picture. Let's dissect the picture. Do that lady look happy or do she look scared to death?
She looks fucking.
She looks scared. Like I love this, but you know she's not. She don't have that big smile. Like whoopie doo. She look like. Damn, dog. I don't really, I don't support this shit, dog. But I'm gonna take it. I ain't stupid, but I know her spirit telling her, I know my son gonna get it. She's the only one that's always in court for his ass. His brother don't even come to court. A lot of people don't even know he got a brother. That lady don't look happy.
That's a fact.
Nah, she don't look happy, though. So that right there, like he just went out of the realm of putting his money in places. He invested it with the wrong people. You know what I mean? Now you only got 1.7 million. If you'd have stuck with the management. Like how you fire everybody, booking agents, this, that, boom, boom, boom. So now you ain't got nobody to work for you. You know who did that before? Kanye West. And guess what happened? His money got fucked up. A couple of people in the industry did that. That never works out good. When you firing everybody, that means you got a circle full of motherfuckers you can't trust. You should have been replacing them as you've been firing them.
There you go. And let me hop up in the chat, man. They turning up now. They turning up. We got Gustavo on the check-in, man. He's like, hey, he released from prison. That's what the paperwork says. Now, we don't know where they taking his ass, but it says he was released from prison, man. Now, Sean says his fans are angry that other people are laughing at his downfall. He's a troll. Y'all can't take a joke. God damn. Now he says,
oh, let me get that one. And I respect that he's a troll, but his troll, when you know the definition of being a troll is getting at somebody in a way on the internet that popping, you know, you getting under people's skin. When you get caught with that gun and you get caught with that scumbag and you really, they showing videos of you robbing people robbing, that's not a troll no more. That's not a troll. When you really with the shits, that's not a troll. And like I said before, you can't feel sorry. I don't wish jail on nobody, but I'm not going to get mad at nobody that said good for his ass. You can't feel sorry for somebody that said suck my dick with your mother's lip. You can't, what the fuck, your dead homies? Nigga, that's worse than somebody saying good for you being in jail. That's worse. That's worse, dog. That's worse. You fuck my dead homies and suck my dick and then suck my dick with my mom. You invited me to your privacy and then you put my moms in it and my dead homies. I never heard nobody in this industry ever went that far to say fuck your dead homies.
And going back to what Sean said, he said y'all was entertained by his antics and fuckery. I'm entertained by his downfall. God damn, Sean, I'm
And it goes,
laughing.
and it, like he said, again, if he would have had somebody in the circle to say, "Yo, dog, chill, you're doing too much," then a lot of people would respect that. You know, even if he didn't listen, he didn't have nobody. So the same people that's running around saying that's not cool, y'all shouldn't be doing that, A, B, C, D, F, G, are the same people that should have been in this motherfucker fans should have been in this inbox telling them, "Dog, you going too far with this," because everybody was shotgun riding with him when he was doing all that shit. So now people doing it back to him. It's not like they wish anything bad. This nigga left a reputation out there so fucked up, dog,
No.
disrespectful reputation. You can't get mad. It's like a nigga killed 30 niggas, and as soon as he get locked up, you're going to be like, yo, y'all should have some sympathy for him because he's human. He killed 30 niggas. This nigga disrespected California, Chirac, Brooklyn, where he from, certain gang niggas, the whole rap industry, and he bragged about it. Karma is a bitch, dog. That world goes around and it turns upside down. So everything you put out there will come back to you. So you can't get mad at people that saying, you can't get mad. You can't fucking get mad because when niggas when niggas was getting locked up, he was laughing. When he was fucking niggas baby mothers and all that shit, he was laughing. When niggas was taking L's and getting shot, he was laughing.
Hey, but John, can I just hop in real quick? I'm gonna tell you who mad. Fetty Wap. It was that nigga is mad, okay? He just signed a Treyway. He was trying to get him a brand new eyeball. His whole shit, his plan was completely fucked up because of fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine, man.
No, it wasn't Tekashi. Tekashi ain't had nothing to do with him. It was Shotty. Shotty signed him to Treyway Entertainment. So now he wanted to get out of it. Now he's so fucked because if they locked up, he can't get out of it. He needs them to sign off on the papers.
How crazy is that?
He might got to poke his other eye out for the Illuminati.
The man is literally a slave, dog. Can you imagine that?
So whoever run the Treyway Entertainment run him like, listen, just buy yourself out of this, dog. Buy yourself out of 30,000. Fuck no, dog. You got to poke an eye out. Poke the other eye.
You imagine that? I couldn't imagine being in a Fetty Wap situation. His whole shit is fucked. But,
I don't even know what they was thinking about. Look at everybody who's in Treyway Entertainment and tell me who the fuck blew up. That's just simple. He been in the game. I can understand the fat Biggie Small nigga. You know, I can understand him. I can understand
Biggie Small nigga.
Yeah, the fat Biggie Small nigga and the skinny Eminem nigga. I can understand them. They came fresh off the streets. But when you're dealing with Fetty Wap, who been in the game this motherfucking long, kick rocks. You did that because now, mind you, he had beef with certain niggas. That's why Fetty Wap signed with him. But the certain niggas, he found out niggas and Treyway Entertainment was fucking his baby mother. And that's why he really wanted out. So he can kick rocks.
Crazy, but it's his fault because he allowed that whole environment to happen. Like that's why I just don't have, I don't give a fuck about this.
You want to sign to somebody? Go sign a Lil Wayne, though. He know how to pick out artists.
Yeah, but we got Tyrone. He says, y'all missing the point. 6ix9ine dad was murdered when he was a kid. He was dirt poor. He didn't have a man to teach him how to be a man. He needed a real OG too.
Now I respect that. Now just taking off Karma, I can't argue with Karma, but taking it off the top of the Karma, yes, I believe that. Like, and that's why I said if I was around him, I would have choked his ass up, whipped his ass, and put him in his face. Like, yo, I would have locked him in the motherfucking room. Get past me, you can go out. See, he ain't had niggas like that around him. He had niggas like, nah, let him do what he do. This is talk that Treyway shit. So I really believe, being human with the situation. He didn't have no real OG. I don't consider Shotty an OG because Shotty chased away all his friends, probably his family. And you ever see somebody that be in a relationship and they don't want the girl to go out their family house because they taking all the money or probably putting their hands on them? That's how Shotty had him. Shotty, he took him away from Scum. He took him away from Treyway. He took him away from his friends. He took him away from his brother. That's the devil, though. Like, you took him away from everybody. This is why nobody in his corner. But I can understand, like, I'm not going to go with his pops being shot because, listen, I just lost my pops, and my pops wasn't in my life like that. There's a lot of people in Brooklyn I grew up with no pops. Once you're 16 to 18, a man is a man. But I can understand that he didn't have a role model, or father growing up, because it does makes a difference. He's not the only person in that life, though. There's a lot of people out there that grew up without a father and then tell nobody to suck my dick. especially being from Brooklyn. Especially, you can go to Delaware and say eat a dick, or Philly. You can't say that in Brooklyn, nigga. And you the Brooklyn born nigga. And he's from Mexico. You know what happened with tell it to a Mexican that chop your shit off, dog. So
Right.
you know what I mean. So I do respect the fact that he should have had somebody in his corner. You know what I mean. But that can't hold. Like, I don't wish nothing bad on him or whatever. I'm just speaking for the people that's laughing at him. That don't hold no sympathy in my heart for the people that's speaking bad on him, because you know he ain't had no father. He had his mother. He could have made once you 21 years old, it's decisions to make. He made it where nobody can't tell him what to know. I can understand if somebody let him down that way. He was the boss of his own shit. Nobody couldn't tell him what to do. You know how many people was like, even Fat Joe had a whole video with him telling him this was gonna happen. Fat Joe had a whole video. They got a role model right there, 50 cents. They got a role model telling you, watch your back, stop fucking with these niggas. You can imagine Nicki Minaj probably told him too. Drake probably he had motherfuckers telling him chill. He was like, oh hell no, I'm untouchable. Nobody can't touch me. So not saying it's good for him, but listen, karma is karma, dog. If you get shot in this life, there's a good chance you shot somebody in your past life. I believe in that. You do something to somebody when you 17, that shit might come back 30 years from now. I believe that. So you keep putting shit in the universe, you know, without even saying good for him and none of that. Listen, it just came back, man. That's all I can say. Like, you know, like he was part of the shit that went down. He wasn't just trolling. He was very disrespectful. He thought he couldn't be touched. You know, how the fuck can you just be like, that's fucked up for him? How could you?
That's real shit. Now, let's see. Sean says, Sean going there. He says people wasn't keeping the same energy when he was raping underage girls. Allegedly, I'm happy that this rainbow leprechaun got that shit. Being a gangster is fucking secondary. No excuses. Let's see. Rita says Fetty Wap about to go apply at Burger King. Like, that's my whole thing, man.
Nah, not Burger King. It's KFC.
Damn. But that's my whole thing, John. Like, this is supposed to be our genre, and it's just like, where the fuck is we don't need a handout. A lot of niggas need a hand up, okay? And it's just like, where's the fucking camaraderie? I make great music, you make great music. Why are niggas not pulling each other up?
Because niggas, the industry don't want people to say, don't want them to hear like how from 8 to an 8 from how to get an 800 credit score rap. They don't want it, even if it's fire.
Fuck the industry. Why can't individuals
because they're influenced by the industry. So if I'm up here saying shit going above people's head, you know what I mean? Like the stars never lie, never doubted them. If I'm spitting that shit on them, they can't even, they gonna wait for Drake to make Scorpio and be like, oh, that's deep. That's deep. See what I'm saying? The industry, they following the industry. They following the industry. Like today, you got people that can't even rap making music. When mumble rap came in after Lil Wayne, it was a rap. Shout out to the Migos, to me, even Lil Wayne back then. When these mumble rappers came in, it doesn't take nothing to be a rapper now. You know, nigga be like, turn in the street, skirt, put on the heat, skirt. Roll up with me. They be like, yo, you heard that shit? I'm like, yeah, and it was whack. I heard every. Now you gotta hear it again. I hate when niggas say that. You gotta listen. I heard it. I heard it clear as day. Meat Street. That's some ABC shit, dog.
Right.
Nah, I want to hear some Mac Attack with a shoulder strap. Plus, I know how to hold the gas. I got a heart squeeze. No set. I want that. Don't give me that. Turn the street. Skirt. Cut out the lights. Get the fuck. So the industry, everybody is flowing with the industry. And again, if you look at Tekashi, now this is why I'm gonna say another thing where Karma bit him in his ass. Who is his core audience?
Fucking little ass kids and females.
This is what you influencing. So certain niggas came out influencing people wearing they pants off their ass, and now he got them wearing rainbow.
John, let me ask you a question. Is he influencing them, or are they propping him up?
No. It got to be an influence, because when people watching TV shows or just the internet and he trolling, or his songs come out and they listen to it, okay, they got this thing right in the industry where like Jay-Z one time was the most influential rapper of his time. See what I'm saying? They gave him an award for that. So rappers do influence, especially kids. So you can't blame a 12-year-old kid wanting to be like him. That motherfucker's only 12 years old, 11 years old. You can't blame him.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Now he wanted, mommy, I want some dye hair. And the stupid mother said, okay, you could be a star like him too. This nigga the star hair and dye hair and fingers up his butt and all that.
And you know, I did a video, John. These motherfuckers is out here dyeing their teeth now. Not getting grills. They're dyeing their teeth now. Okay.
Nah. You know what's even worse? I'm gonna go over even worse. I think it's Azealia Bank. She went to, I'm not sure, but it was somebody. She went to Africa to promote her skin bleaching. Like you said, people dyeing their teeth.
Now you talking about Black China.
Yeah, Black China.
Went to Nigeria.
Now, I seen people dyeing their teeth. I seen people tattooing their eyes, but this is a whole nother ball game. You know what I mean? You influencing Black people to bleach their skin, especially in the heart of Africa. Bitch,
and she's charging over $200.
I don't care if it's $2. Do you know Black people are stupid for trying to bleach their skin because white people trying to get dark? Why they got Black people trying to get light? So you
say that shit again, John.
White people trying to get motherfucking dark. They taking melanoma, melanin pills to get their skin dark because that radiates from the sun. And we running around and they because of their blue eyes, they can't look up in the motherfucking sun. And we wearing sunglasses, stupid eye color changes, and bleaching our skin. And then now you look at the white people, Black people want their hair like white people. They getting weaves and all this shit. What the white people doing? They got dreadlocks now. They got braids. So you can see where the white is influenced Black people to live by their code because that's going to make your skin weaker. That's going to make your whole shit fucked up. So for people that's going around, especially, this is why I was against tattoos. It's too late now.
That's some real shit.
My ass was getting stiffier.
Now, real quick, we got the young King Virgo checking in with us super quick. Virgo, I don't know if you got to step back from your mic or hook up your ear set. You sound like you on a fucking African headset. I don't know what's going on.
Virgo, shout out to Virgo, man. Damn, dog, you're on my top snitching, dog. You're my top.
What's up, guys? What's up?
Virgo sound like he going off something right now. What's going on, Virgo? How you feel about this whole Tekashi 6Ix9Ine situation, man?
Well, let me put it like this, man. I don't give a fuck, man. Lock that nigga up, man. Lock him up. Like that.
That's kind of brutal, man.
Lock that fake gangster rainbow wearing Mr. Test My Gangster dog. Lock him up, man. Lock him up. Keep him there. Don't release him. Keep him there. Lock him up. That's all I gotta say.
Now, I did make a video earlier, and the question was, as real hip-hop fans, okay, we come from a whole different genre. I can't imagine being born in this genre, being programmed to really enjoy and embrace this music, okay? I couldn't imagine it, but I'm asking y'all.
I mean, you can still enjoy hip-hop, but mainstream-wise, man, I don't fuck with mainstream.
It wouldn't feed my soul, in my mind. You know what I'm saying?
I will say though, rap is too commercialized now than ever.
Definitely. But my question that I do want to ask y'all is, you know, as real hip hop fans, why should we care? Why, I'm not gonna say he should be in a cage, because I think I'm with John. Like I wouldn't want anybody to be in a cage. You know what I mean? I'd rather see my enemy, you know, bleed the fuck out than be in a cage. But why do you feel like, you know, people that really care about hip hop, why should we care at all about Tekashi 6ix9ine, John Hardy?
I mean, you know, my thing, I'm other than just keeping up with current affairs, nobody even should focus on these type of artists. Like I said, I'm not gonna wish nothing bad, or I'm not gonna, you know, but to me, it's nothing really to care about, you know, and it's nothing really. You shouldn't care about this going on. If anything, I'll put it like this: if anything, it should be a lesson taken from this. So this is for all the kids that's under 18. I want you, if you're listening to this, and anybody who got parents, I hope I ain't do too much cursing. Your kids are listening to this. This is a lesson they should learn what path they need not to go, especially in the entertainment or music industry. This is a good lesson for people to learn what not to do. See, people try to teach you what to do. It's better to learn what not to do. Don't cross that street. Don't commit the crime. Don't say suck my dick, and just keep getting your money. You know what I mean? So it is a good lesson for people in the industry to learn. But you know, I would care about it in that way. I would care like I'll do a whole video on why you should care about it, because everybody should learn this lesson right here. This is a lesson.
That's real shit. Virgo, you want to piggyback off of that? Oh shit.
We got a news update. News update. Okay, it's been reported. Breaking news.
I'm still here, guys.
All right, hold on. Let me break this news real quick. It's being reported by TMZ, official source. TMZ 11/22/2018, 7:02 a.m. So this was this morning. He was released and he was transferred to a new facility used for witnesses who cut deals. You want me to repeat that?
Nah, but how can we? You know, it was a time, like I said earlier, there was a time when TMZ was fake news. Whenever you quoted or referenced TMZ, niggas laughed at you. So
no, but I believe that. But back in the days, it was TMZ, it was media takeout, and there was a couple other things. But TMZ sided themselves away from that because they pay millions for information. They work with the police, they work with the DA, they probably work with the feds. So when they get news first. When you see people like DJ Academic, and I give him props as far as he makes sure he do a thorough shit. I remember DJ Academic used to fucking go to the courts to get his shit. So you know what I mean? That nigga, dog, him and Vlad, they got
not just the feds, you know, the Jews, the Jews.
Right, which is the feds. That's who the feds are. But right, the thing about it, so TMZ got that pull. Now they go straight to the court, but they pay, so they get it before DJ Academic, Vlad. A lot of YouTuber bloggers and even news get their shit from TMZ. TMZ start cutting a check for that info now, so they can get it first.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, damn, somebody in the prison system called TMZ. Let's just be logical. They had to call TMZ and tell them this information?
Yeah, because if you look at Ebro in the Morning radio show, he just made a statement 50 Cent joked about that, you know, when Tekashi got locked up, he called the police station and they gave him information and they told him by the end of this year he's gonna be locked up or dead. Then while he was saying that, he said, we didn't even ask this one. The police station sent us this letter or whatever updates from Tekashi. 50 was like, oh, you got a relationship with the police?
Yeah.
Feel me? So if that's a radio station, like the brother said, Virgo said, most of these outlets is ran by the Jews. So you can get that information easy. But again, remember, I just showed you, it's public information too. You can go to justice.gov, you can go to FBI, you can go to inmate lookup, you can get all that shit because it's public information. So they'll get it first. And you know what I mean? So the fact that he's saying he's being transferred to another facility, you know what I mean? It says Tekashi 6ix9ine has been transferred to a federal facility that is regularly used to house witnesses who cooperate with the feds, TMZ has learned. Sources connected to the new detention center tell TMZ federal authorities facilitated the transfer Wednesday night. Our sources say 6ix9ine specifically asked to be in a unit away from the Crips and Blood. 6ix9ine attorney Lance Lazaro will not comment on whether his client is trying to cut a deal in return for spilling the beans on others in his racketeering. He would only tell TMZ. Now, here's another thing I told my nephew. I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he come home. Right? And then I wouldn't be surprised if he do 3 years. If he do 3 years, now y'all gonna laugh at this one.
But John, they saying the minimum is 30-something years.
Right. So if he get 3 years, you know what they're gonna do? Because he could get 3 years though. Because if you look at the indictment and all the charges, right? Let's say he beat all the charges except one. They said we gotta give you one. One of the charge carry 3 years, right? Another charge carry 7 years. Another one carry 10. One carry 25. The other two carry 20 years. That's why he can get life. But some of them is the mandatory minimum, which is 10 years, where he can get 10 years or more on the other. The other one, he can get 7 years, The other mandatory one was 20 years or whatever the case may be. So if you break all that down or whatever, whenever the court says you're facing life, I seen me growing up in life, people that's facing 30 years, they done copped out to 7 or 12. Some people even got fucking 3 or whatever. You can when they give you these, they want to close the case, especially if they know they got a weak case.
But I don't know about that, man. I think, you know, he done got away with so much, bro. I think it's over for him, man. And plus, they got videotapes of him doing crimes and doing stuff.
They're not. Bet out there. They're not. Look, he's going to get 3 years, and they're going to send his ass to a cloning facility.
Yeah, probably.
Shout out to me. Shout out to me. They're going to send that nigga to shout out to Guwap. They're going to send that nigga to a cloning facility, dog. That nigga come out like that mustache don't look the same. Look at what's that nigga name? Kodak Black. Those tattoos don't look the same. He got
what's that character's name off of Goodfellas? I forgot his name. Henry, the one that Ray Lotto, whatever the actor that portrays him. I forgot his name. Whoever that name is, that Tekashi 6ix9ine is the new him.
Now here's another question to ask. What if, right? I'm gonna show you how slick the feds is. Right? What if Tekashi always been working with the feds and they put him in there so they can make it look like, you know what I mean? He could be like Johnny Bravo. He could have been in that shit all the time, taking these niggas down from day one. Yeah. Because here's the question I got. If you go to this dude and say, listen, they got a threat on your life, come work with us. And he says no. They lock him up the next day. Okay, that's a red flag. And they I've never heard of nobody getting put in fucking population with a high celebrity case, high celebrity status,
right,
and a potential witness. Right. He could have got killed in there.
Isn't the protocol to be in protective custody?
Listen, Bob, you got 2 ways to go in protective custody. 1, you volunteer, judge approve it. 2, mandatory. Michael Jackson, mandatory. Barack Obama, mandatory. Tekashi 6ix9ine, mandatory, because that can cause a riot. So he should have been mandatory inducted in the protective custody.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question, man. I'm gonna test y'all objectivity. Do y'all feel like Tekashi has done anything positive or productive, anything good for hip hop?
Not really.
Nothing at all.
Not really.
He hasn't brought more attention to the culture. He hasn't made money for niggas.
He brought attention to the culture, right? But in the negative way.
I'm trying to just test that objectiveness strand in your DNA. You saying nothing 100%.
Check out the chat. What the chat saying?
Well, they vibing right now. They chilling right now. I'm gonna wait for their response. But what you think, John?
First of all, he's not from the hip hop culture. Saying like this dude said, he didn't bring nothing but negativity to the culture. You got locked up. You made hip hop look fucked up. You know what I mean? You ran with some black people and you're Spanish, and you know what I mean? They all went down with you. You turned hip hop into a gang. You know what I mean?
I don't mean to interrupt, but did y'all hear he when he was in jail, he registered as a white man or something?
Yeah. Pull that up. You seen that? Show him that.
I'm trying to find the article, but I can't.
It's right there. Look right there.
Oh, never mind. There it is.
Just go to that site right there. You can pull it up.
The people that be taking up for him, you know, they be like, well, you know, he's Puerto Rican. He can say the N-word.
Like I said, no. Like I said before, right? Listen, my name is John Hardy, right? And the reason why I got a lot of jobs because that sounds like a white person. So when you register as a white person, it tells me that he statistically did that. If you put white on your resume, let's go to college, right? In college, if you put you white on your college, you got a better chance of graduating. That shit is fucked up.
And is this off his driver's license or somebody fucked up at the jail?
Nah.
See, that's the reason why I don't fuck with it, man.
Well, damn, Sean, what's up, nigga? I want to welcome Sean to the chat.
Everybody want to be a nigga until the shit hits the fan.
Look how he categorized himself as far as race. He put white.
Sean, can I introduce you before you start firing, man? God damn.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm just tired of that motherfucker.
Shout out to good.
I'm tired of this motherfucker. I'm happy that motherfucker is in there.
Let's get somebody on the panel that's taking his side.
He might actually try to. They might actually pull something. They might actually try to get this dude out. You know.
Well, of course, he's using that method just like any other Hispanic would. I'm just saying.
Now let me do this real quick, man. Now, John Hardy, I want to welcome you to, you already know the Young King Virgo. This is the big homie Sean on the check, and he's a newcomer, man. He's definitely a part of the low key T, aka
What up, Sean?
Man.
What's up, Virgo?
What's up, Sean?
But for Sean, this is the big homie. This is like the OG of the astrological realm. John Hardy, man, he does a lot of readings. He knows what's going on spiritually out here in this, and that's why I had him on today, man. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me.
Let me give Sean a quick test. Sean, what's your sign?
Capricorn.
Whoa. All right, I'll just make it simple. The energy I'm getting is you like money, you like expensive things, you like to be number one, you're competitive, probably had knee problems when you was young, and you're a hard worker. That's it. I'm gonna leave it right there. I don't want to take the whole show up with this. Got some good things coming your way too.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I'm trying my best here.
Nah, you've been going through it though. I can see it. You've been going through it. Even right now, you got shit going back in the past. That's some hidden shit behind the scene unfolding with you, and you got to watch out for it. You got some new friends probably networking coming, and you probably get some pussy today, and you had some issues, something recently with your family. Recently, this happened between the 18th from now. Something to do with your family and something from the past or whatever, some family issues, but that's going to blow away. Right after that, you're going to get some new friends, and that's going to be associated with your family. And you got a new beginning coming with a lot of shit from the past. So things you was working on are going to start working out.
All right, well, shit. Hopefully you remember that reading and you check back with us. Let us know, you know what I'm saying? If John Hardy is shooting blanks, he's accurate, man. All right. Now, I do want to pose this question to y'all before we get up out of here. Where do y'all predict this situation going, man? I think that was an amazing theory that, what you just said, John. Tekashi could have been infiltrated. What was that movie? Donnie Brasco? I can't even remember.
Donnie Brasco. He was around, if I'm correct, approximately the mafia for like 17 years getting all the intel.
I remember watching the movie, but where do y'all see this going? Go ahead, family.
Well, I'm gonna start with because he's been made. Let's say if that's the case. When they said, he's the mold been made, take them all down. So he's gonna come home and he's gonna end up. One theory is he can come home. He can end up in a witness protection program. They move his family and all that, which means he's coming home ASAP. The second one is 3 years. Cloning facility, come out, whole different person, and they probably.
Whole different person.
Yeah, he gonna send his ass down to Lucifer. He gonna be dead. Another Tekashi 6ix9ine gonna pop up. Another looking like motherfucker gonna pop up like the rest of these rappers. Nobody want to believe. Or he can get like 7 years, and because these niggas getting 20 and 30 and 40 and 50, probably 90 years or whatever the case may be. I don't see him personally doing no more. Obviously right now he's cooperating, but I don't see him doing no more.
Yeah, he's gonna snitch. Yeah, he's gonna rap about everything.
He gonna snitch. This nigga got Venus. He's snitching, dog. This nigga snitching. Nobody want to bet me this, dog. I want somebody to say he ain't gonna snitch. This nigga snitching, dog. This nigga snitching, dog. He got fucking Venus in Libra. Venus rule Libra. That's my top of the line snitching zodiac sign. I don't care what nobody say. Don't get mad at me if you're a Libra in this chat room.
He mastered the art snitching as much as LeBron James mastered the art flopping. Like this dude.
Exactly. And master, he won't. But the thing about it, he mastered the art of being number one and proving it. But even if he flopped, that's a Capricorn. A Capricorn is competitive. He's competitive. So he don't give a fuck. He'll sell out real quick. Just like you. If you're working at a job, you can't be number one. I bet you quit.
Wait, he's a Capricorn?
Yes, he's a Capricorn. He will quit.
Oh, crap.
He'll quit a team. Just like you. If you got a job, you ain't number one, you're going to quit, nigga. That nigga, you see how many teams he just jumped from because the team ain't number one? That nigga out of there, dog. That nigga out of there.
Now we want to say big ups Jamaica. We got the homie Kevin Kelly on the check-in, man. Triple salute. Happy Thanksgiving. Respectfully, hopefully you enjoying your holidays. Virgo,
Yes,
where you at with it?
What am I?
Virgo, where you at with? Where do you see this ending up, man? What's your theory? Prediction?
All right, I'm back. I had to do something real quick.
All right, Virgo was hollering at a nappy-headed hoe. Respectfully.
Why you do that?
When you see this ending up, Virgo, is he gonna still come? Is it gonna be like a Bobby Smurder situation, or is he gonna bounce back?
I mean, to be honest, dude, I really don't know. It's unpredictable at this point. I mean, he might get out by the grace, but I think at this point, bro, that's it, man. Like once you get so many chances to get off and shit, and you keep fucking up so many damn times, bro, it's a wrap, man.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
John, did you tell us your prediction?
Yeah, and I'm gonna reiterate it. He's gonna escape it some way, somehow. And I'm just going for. I'm gonna give you one little theory. Let's look at Meek Mills.
Oh shit!
Right.
Meek Mill came home. He was ringing the shit out that bell, John.
Right. Okay. Meek Mill is a Taurus too.
Oh fuck.
Right. So Meek Mill probably going through some shit right now, but Meek Mill came out of that. It's something lucky about Tauruses. He came out of that. He came out of a fucking situation that was, God, I ain't never seen no shit like that, dog. You got everybody, when he got locked up, everybody was on his ass. And then he had the millionaires, the fucking governor, the city council, the DA, the lawyer, and the prosecutor all on his side, dog. You talk about fucking luck, dog. So I can see this dude being lucky in some way, because again, with that Taurus vibration, I know I look up the charts of a lot of rappers. Taurus is not used to jail. They ain't built for it. I don't be seeing a lot of them going to jail or whatever the case may be. So I said, with that said, especially with the way things looking right now, shit, like he's going to escape. There's something lucky in his ass. As a matter of fact, let's just make it official. Jupiter is the planet of luck, and that's in his career, reputation, and everything. So, and that's actually, you know, that tells me right there. And it's in the sixth house rules Virgo. That nigga snitching, dog. He gonna snitch to come the fuck up out of there. And then that's not. I'm not gonna say Meek Mill's a snitch, because you snitch on somebody committing a crime, but he damn sure snitched on that prosecutor.
That's crazy.
But the thing about it, I think something is going to come around and get him out of that situation. They might put him in a witness protection. You know what I mean? They might put him in it's something good that's going to come with his home related issues and stuff like that. So you got Jupiter and Sagittarius. That's Sagittarius rules freedom. It's in his fourth house of home. So he's going to be coming home. I'll say you look for something around December the 6th to be finalized.
Oh shit! And real quick before we, like I said,
I was gonna ask you, but how come in rock music and other genres there's no fucking beefs? Like I hardly see no beefs in those fucking genres, but it's only hip hop. I see fucking beefs, man. Like I'm not trying to ask a dumb question. It's just like,
nah, that's a good question. The thing about when you get to rock, okay, here's the biggest problem with hip hop, right? Rock beef was, if you ever see people that's with rock, they know how to dodge TMZ. Hip hop motherfuckers look for TMZ and paparazzi. Shout out to Kanye West. They look for their attention. They always have beef with rock, but they never, like the mafia or the rock musicians. Now, when you got hip hop artists saying they rock stars and they want to be all over the fucking internet, YouTube and trying to get views, and like I seen a lot of motherfuckers like catch bodies just to get likes. They catch bodies just to catch likes. They catch bodies just to catch likes. So the attention seeking in the hip hop community was exploited for people to go out there and put their business out there. It saved the feds, Bobby Smurder, he named, like, all you gotta do is listen to his motherfucking song, and you be like, damn, and go back to the date these niggas got shot.
Nah,
like,
I saw a nigga on YouTube or whatever, social media, shoot himself in the mouth for fucking views one time.
Dog, and another nigga lied about being shot. Another nigga got shot. I remember the dude that shot himself in his mouth.
Yeah.
You know, and that's that white people shit. That's that jumping off a roof and doing these dumbass challenges. So when you put rock into hip hop, because when you go back to hip hop wasn't rock. It wasn't no pop in hip hop. Pop is like the white person controlling all religions. You know what I mean? It don't separate it. So when you look at pop, pop is now hip hop is pop, reggae is pop. Before it used to be hip hop. Hip hop wasn't even rap. And then you had different levels of rap, hardcore rap, R&B rap. Then you know what I mean? So when they put all that under one umbrella, and these people throwing up that, you know, demonic 2 horn cymbals and the
double horn, 666, all that,
the 3 6s and all that. When they throwing that up or whatever, and then they on the internet, see? So they progress the hip hop industry to self snitch on themselves. You know what I mean? You sitting up here with a fucking bazooka on the internet and thinking the feds ain't gonna come. You fucking Mitch caught wait. Mitch caught a body about a week. God damn, if I was Snitch, I'd have been like, yo, wait up. Mitch should have been like, no, take my name off of that, dog. Take my name. That's the timeline. Take my name off of that. Take my fucking name off of that. Oh, hell no. Take my fucking name off of that. Oh, nah, dog. Don't say Mitch caught a body, but and then the feds was like, God damn, we ain't even gotta ask nobody. Let's go back to when he caught that body and it spent and turned a fucking week ago. You know what I mean? Bingo, the timeline add up. Now let's go investigate. These motherfuckers don't gotta find hair follicles no more. They don't gotta go by fucking. They don't even need to tap your phone. And now here's another thing y'all gotta look at. When they said wiretap, right? They use the word wiretap. Now you got 2 type of wiretaps. That means a nigga with a wire on his fucking chest, or they tapped his phone. That's called phone tap. That's telling me somebody in his inner circle, 1, 2, 3 niggas that got reported, 4 and 5, had a wire on them. When you use the word wiretap, that means there's a wire on somebody. That's not. They got intel off the phone too. They remember when he got caught with the gun, they didn't care about the gun. They went and took the motherfucking computers.
Wow.
They took the computer. The gun was a bonus.
And the thing is, Don, they had to be having the FBI. Somebody had to be watching or surveillancing because they had to get warrants to take that shit, right?
Nigga, they had when the feds run in your crib, they got warrants. They had a warrant. Okay, let's just say.
I'm just saying they got to build a case, right?
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, let's say you got narcotics team. Narcotics team running your crib. Get on the fucking floor, everybody, right? Then they do their search. Then they find drugs. You know what they do? One of these motherfuckers go outside and call a judge like 12 at night. Nigga be like, I'm sleeping. Nigga be like, yo, we need a warrant ASAP. You know, feds got a warrant from 2-3 weeks ago. They got their warrant. They just wait. They got 30 days to execute it. When you get a warrant, you got 30 days to execute it. You know what I mean? They had their warrant.
All this shit from that show The Wire. I'm not even lie.
I learned that shit from my own paperwork. These motherfuckers had a warrant on me for fucking weed, and they executed on the 30th day, not the 30th, the 30th day. I was like, look at this bitch, dog. These niggas waited 30 days. They've been trying to. That's why people get to watch it back, watch 30 days, and then they came and executed. I said, for weed. So the thing about it, when the feds have they warrant already, that they probably had that warrant 30 days before they got him. You know what I mean? So you look at, let's say that I love this example. I love this one. This is for the hip hop industry. He was saying like why, you know, basically, you know, hip hop versus rock and shit and whatever. Just imagine
not versus rock, but you know, why is that rock never have beef, but hip hop always
No.
Because hip hop is incredibly like competitive in any type of stance.
Hip hop took over. Rock used to be the shit. First it was the blues, jazz, then it was rock, now it's hip hop. Hip hop took over all music genres. So, you know, certain police don't like their kids listening, especially in New York. So if let's say they following you and you driving, right? And then all of a sudden you run a red light, but you see them behind you. So you U-turn, pop your hood, and make it look like your car just broke down. That's my tactic. Put the hazard light on. Hey, I'm glad you guys came. I need to jump. You know, my car just broke down. You know what they're gonna say if you're a hip hop person? Get the fuck on the floor.
Yeah, true,
Get the
true.
fuck back in the car now. Put your hands on a fucking, and then you might have a black motherfucking police people like, this niggas like you. I just want to shoot you. Say something stupid.
But I want to piggyback off of Virgo's question. That's a great question, but I want to go even deeper because, like we said earlier, why is it that you don't see the white people like in pop affiliating themselves with certain organizations, violent organizations? So black people want to affiliate themselves with Bloods and Crips. Why don't you see Justin Bieber and Justin Timberlake affiliating themselves with the Ku Klux Klan or white supremacist groups or whatever type of hate groups out there for white people? You know what I'm saying? Why don't they do that? Why don't we see
what
that?
What you don't know, they're affiliated with.
Yeah, not saying they're not, but why it's not publicized?
Because they know. Listen, white people know how to shut the fuck up. Even when you go to look at the mafia, you know what I mean? They know how to, and they look at the regular gangs from Bloods and Crips. You know what I mean? So it's just that white people is affiliated with a higher class of this shit. And then when a white person get caught, the media are going to put that out. They want to make sure that don't get in the industry. They don't care. They don't even like the motherfucker that shot up the church. They going to motherfucking make sure his ass don't get labeled, he mental illness and shit like that. So it's a whole racist thing. When a black person get caught, it's crimes, especially even if you white listening to hip hop, you black, you fucked up. That's where he fucked up at. So it's just that in the hip hop culture, it's designed for people to put their own business out there. The rock and the pop, just like I said, the rock and the pop people, when they see paparazzi, they put sunglasses on. They wear umbrellas. They duck and dodge. They come out the back door. Back in the days, real gangsters came out the back door. When you did a show at a club, you got escorted through the back. Nowadays, these stupid motherfuckers want to come out through the front and sign autographs. See what I'm saying?
You got a point there.
These people want it. They go on it instead of having a PR. They on the internet talking about who they got beef with. Little Boozy just said some nigga threatened his son and he died the next week. God damn, though, they on your ass, Boozy. They on your ass. You can't. He a grown ass nigga too. That's your son. Nigga threatened your son and the nigga died the next week. You know what I mean? That's the shit Chirac used
He did not die because of Boosie. He died because
overdose.
Of illness.
Overdose.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Kim Porter, though. Somebody overdosed that nigga, though.
There you go. Now, we got Kevin Kelly on the check, and he says, Bobby Shmurda was bugging. They do that shit to get attention from females. But shit, since we on Kim Porter, Sean, how you feel about that whole situation? Does it pass the smell test?
Nah, you should save that. You should save that for another video.
I just want to know y'all quick thoughts. We might even be able to chop it up, but just real quickly, Sean, what's your thoughts on that since I got y'all?
Oh, for 6ix9ine?
For the whole P. Diddy's wife situation.
Oh, you talking about Kim Porter?
Yeah.
I can't say nothing about that. I don't know. It might be some Biggie shit, but who knows?
Illuminati sacrifice.
How you feel about that, Virgo?
Sad.
Y'all sound shook as hell. God, I'm gonna leave it alone then.
Hold on, wait. I ain't going.
No, I'm not shook.
You got me, dog.
You just don't want to speak on something.
Y'all sound scared as hell.
I'm not scared. I ain't scared shit.
No. He kept it real. Somebody say he don't know. Okay, let's go into that. Let's break this down. Okay. Let's start with Diddy, right? Okay. Diddy got a reputation of death following him, right? Shout out to Biggie, shout out to Craig Mack, shout out to Kim Porter, shout out to Pac. Even his name was mentioned in the Pac shit.
Pac got new music coming out this week.
Right. Now look at this.
Oh.
Now let's look at Kim Porter outside of Diddy. Right. Let's do some quick cornball alleged shit. Right. She was reported as being 47 years old. Right. Died at 47. Now pull up her birthday. Just type Kim Porter.
I'm trying to. My computer freezing like a motherfucker.
All right, just click into right there. All right, she's reportedly died at 47. You got too many windows open. That's why I can see your shit. All right, right? Now scroll down. Okay, right there. Look to the right.
Okay.
When she was born.
1971.
Which makes her what?
Old as shit. 47, right?
Damn.
You said she was 47, right?
Yeah, they reported her dying at 47.
No, you said she was 46.
Right. Do the math. Right?
Are we talking about Jamantri or what are we talking about, John?
No, we talking about her. Like,
but all seriousness, no, I didn't mean to interrupt. But the real reason why I didn't want to speak on the situation, I didn't want to say it was a Illuminati sacrifice. I didn't want to do like these other conspiracy theories. Not trying to knock these other conspiracy theories, but I didn't want to speak on shit that that's not that we don't know what's behind closed doors. So I just said, hey, rest in peace. It's sad, but it is kind of fishy the way she died, though. It is very fishy, They said she was trying to put out a book before she died about Diddy.
Talk about it, Virgo.
About Diddy, supposedly, the relationship fuck. I'm sorry. can't get no words out in the industry.
Hold on, Virgo. Are you shook? Are you scared to speak on Diddy?
No, I'm not shook, man.
Hey, man, we have to understand. Diddy has cases with, man.
Bro, no, I'm not
shook.
No. Listen.
Fabulous on Drink Champs. Diddy was saying he wanted to party with him.
No, I'm not shook, man. I can't get my words right, man. I'm kind of sick, man. I can't get my I can't get my words right, man. I'm just kind of, I don't know, man. But yeah, but as I was saying, I mean, I'm not scared of the industry, and I don't really care. But like I was saying, man, I heard she was getting ready to put a book out to expose Diddy, and then right before she dies. It's like,
where's your sources? What's your source, Virgo? How can we trust that information?
See, that's what I'm gonna say. Allegedly, allegedly, this is what I heard. Allegedly, it's a rumor. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just telling you what these conspiracy theorists and some of these people online have been saying. But like I said, I'm just saying allegedly. I'm not going around here saying this is official because I don't want to be like, oh, Diddy has something to do with it, and then I get in trouble for misinformation or posting stuff that's not true. So that's why I say allegedly.
And that's why we rock with you. Go ahead, family.
Listen, fuck all the bullshit. Get me in trouble. Shit. Listen, check this out. Shut my shit down.
All publicity is good publicity.
You can't shut my shit down. YouTube shut my shit down. I'm gonna try my best. You shut the whole fucking YouTube down. Check this out though, right? The thing about it is, so I want to take a step by step. I'm gonna see something real quick now. So now all of a sudden, I just noticed what you put up there, right? So there you go, right there.
Okay, I got you. Get ready.
Put that one on the screen. But we just doing facts. They can't get mad at shit that's doing facts. Now, I can understand the book thing. I heard about the book too.
And it's crazy too. The people that hang around Diddy, have you always noticed they go to fucking prison? They die. I think one person got deported and shit. One person converted to a new religion. Have you always noticed every time somebody get with Diddy, it's always some shit going on.
Converted to a new religion. They said, I'm out.
Biggie got killed. I mean, I don't know, man. Could this be a curse? Maybe some shit that Puffy did with
wait, let me break
Tupac.
It down. Look at her age, right? Look at her age, right? See her age?
What happened?
Look at her age.
46.
Okay. Yeah, they said she was 47. She's 46.
Right. So you gotta ask all those questions. Why big ass news stations, going back to the Jews, reporting that she's 47. Like somebody should have sued her. The family should have spoke up and said that was wrong. Okay, now let's go deeper than that, right?
Yeah.
She died on when? November the 15th, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, correct. I think the day after Lil Peep's death. I think. Yeah, Lil Peep.
Real quick, John. The crazy shit is, it says on the same page it says she 46 over here on the left side, and then it says she died at the age of 47.
Yeah, so look, they are. Her birthday is her birthday is when?
December 16th.
See? So when you see a controversy like that, it's bigger than what you think it is. Now, I'm almost sure they're gonna start clearing all of this.
And then it's another thing too. They reported like when she died, they reported that she died on the wheel. But then there's other stories saying she died at home. So it's like
she died on her car.
That's what I've heard, man. It's a lot of fishy stuff, man.
This really on some Biggie shit right now.
And then somebody said, and then I heard she died at the hospital.
Then they said she died having the flu. She died of a heart attack.
That's what I heard.
Then they said, I'm trying to think what else they said. What she died of.
Look,
it's so many.
Let me catch y'all something. Even for the chat room, name somebody that was close to you and your family growing up that died from the flu.
I can't even name them. I mean, most of the people that I know that died of are either kidneys or either diabetes, maybe cancer. But I can't.
Pressure.
Yeah, high blood pressure, that type of shit. I can't think of anybody that died of a flu, man. I'm not saying people don't die from flu, but it's like I can't think of anybody.
Now let's do the math. Let's do the math, right? She died on November the 15th. How many days in a year is it?
365 days, or if it's a leap year, 366 days.
Okay, we go 365 days, right? I ain't gonna let you do the math. On November 15th, that was 319 days out of the year already we visited, right?
Yeah, correct.
Now do the math. 365 minus 319. How many days we got left?
Let me do that shit right now.
See what the internet did to us? We can't ask shit. You said 365.
I'm gonna do my calculator shit.
365 because it's 365 days in a year. So minus we was up 319. We was up to 319 days.
Subtract 319. Okay.
Hey, 46.
365 subtract 319 equals 46 days, man.
How old was she?
She was 40. The news report
now,
said
fuck
she
the
was,
news. We know how old she was. That math don't lie.
Yeah, she's 46.
46 is a spiritual number.
Yeah, that's what they were saying in them conspiracy theories. Yeah, they were saying.
Wait. Don, where do you get the 319 from?
Add up the days. You got 365 days. Starting from January, that's day 1, day 2, day 3, 3, all the way down the line.
From when though? Like, what do you mean? The 319?
319 is 365 days in a year. Starting January the 1st, right?
Okay.
January 1st is the first day.
So from January to the day she died, you mean?
It's 319 days.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
When you trap that by how many days in a year, you get her age number.
Wow.
Now, pull up Craig Mack.
Now, before I do that,
wait. Pull up Craig Mack real quick.
I'm gonna pull him up. But Kevin Kelly says, "Look, she was sacrificed. The Illuminati shit, point blank. So he riding with us." I'm gonna have to close out of some of these guys.
Yeah, close out the ones you just opened up recently.
Yeah.
Our founder, Herman DeVry.
I forgot Craig Mack was fucking dead.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, you really?
What age was Craig Mack when he died?
41?
Nope.
Oh, shit. He dies at 46. Oh, shit.
Now, look at Rolling Stone. Go back. Hold on, wait. Go back. Look at Rolling Stone. Hold up. Look at Rolling Stone.
Look, they said he died at 46, and then they said he died at 47.
Exactly.
Oh, shit, nigga.
Exactly. Wow. Another mishap. So who's next? He turned 47 around Biggie. 46.
Wow.
Now, it was allegedly she had a book coming out. Blowing him up about messing with allegedly. So allegedly she had a book coming out, right? And she was supposed to expose him for messing with boys and men. Boys and men. Nah, let me stop. But messing with boys and men, right? And then while she was in the hospital, it was allegedly that somebody broke in her crib and took 2 laptops with the book on it.
Wow.
Somebody
This is before she passed, you said?
This is in the passing stage. While she was in the hospital, it's allegedly somebody in her family close to her said that they broke in her crib. You know what I mean? And who was that? Who was that? That's gotta be Virgo. That's Virgo. That's Virgo. Who's that? Virgo.
Oh, Sean, you gotta mute your mic. I got you.
Oh, sure, sorry.
Yeah, but it was alleged that somebody broke in her crib when she was in the hospital.
Wow.
And they stole 2 laptops from her.
This is crazy, dog.
They got that book going out the window. I hope she got it on the cloud.
All right, well, shit, man. Everybody up on the panel, it doesn't pass the smell test, so I definitely just wanted to run this by you guys.
Diddy was there at the time. The video he put up after that was suspect. You know, you're supposed to be in mourning. You putting videos on how much you love her. Now, here's another thing. Let me just leave this. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Cassie ran from this nigga. Cassie was like, nigga, you're not catching me out there, nigga. You better find somebody else. I ain't gonna do you. And I'm out. So they broke up, right? She ran. It was allegedly reported he was looking for her. You know what I mean? He ended up with his ex. She dies. The day after, him and Cassie back together. Now, if you go back to Aaliyah, right?
Fluffy, I want to live.
All right, I'm back.
No. If you go back to Aaliyah, Dame Dash was fucking with Aaliyah. He broke up with his wife. Aaliyah died the day after he got back together. Yeah. So it's just patterns that allegedly that just like don't make sense, but it's questionable. Like why?
Hold on, John. We got Kevin Kelly in the chat. He said Diddy broke up with Cassie.
Oh shit, Kevin Kelly in the cut.
Yeah, Diddy broke up with no. Diddy ain't break up with Cassie. Cassie broke up with Diddy.
Oh shit.
Cassie broke up with Diddy. She was out. Like he got a contract that needed to be filled. She was like, oh fuck no. Now I already know how this should go. I'm out, nigga. Boom. He got reported be with his ex. She dies. They was at the fucking funeral together. And they was together the next day after.
Now, let me let Kev respond. He said Cassie said she was going to do an interview telling all. He said he also did a video about it on his channel. Either way, in my opinion, that shit is fucking weird that they literally weren't together anymore, and then now they're back together.
Like Dame Dash and Aaliyah. As soon as she broke up, and then as soon as Aaliyah died, went right back to his wife.
That's crazy. All right, well, shit, man. Wait, how y'all?
I don't know about Dame Dash though. I mean Dame Dash, he seems like a cool dude, man. I feel like he got screwed over by.
Wait up. No. Let's start with Dame Dash.
Wait. Let Virgo say why you feel that way. Go ahead.
Because Jay-Z, man. Jay-Z's a snake, man.
Jay-Z, if Jay-Z the snake that out snake the snake. Beanie Siegel was pissed off with Dame Dash because he said the clothes he got was through Dame Dash and Dame Dash was ripping them off. Pull up Dame Dash network. He got the worst celebrity network of anybody of all goddamn time. He always talking how people should make money and get your own business, right? Now, it's nothing personal against him. It's just that how the fuck are you trying to tell people how to get money? You know what I mean? And your motherfucking celebrity network for the last 4 years been at minus 2 million.
And not only that, he's going at what's his name, Leah Cohen, that Jew
Yeah.
that talk about, oh, I don't care if my artist gets signs of 365.
Leon Cohen is dangerous.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
You can't sign yourself to these motherfuckers and just start. Look at his network. Just type Dame Dash Celebrity Network.
All right. So as soon as white supremacy stop fucking with my browser.
Nah, that's Mercury.
I'm not saying Dame Dash is 100%, but when it comes to the Jay-Z thing and the Leah Cohen, I do respect him. Like the dude knows his stuff on that.
But again, it's nothing against him or Jay-Z or Leo Cohen. If you know his stuff, why the fuck you broke, nigga? If you know your stuff, get away from those niggas. Like Jay-Z said, if you made me, make another one. He ain't make another one since Jay-Z made Rockefeller. Now I can admit Jay-Z was fucking stingy. He wanted everything for his motherfucking self. You know what I mean? But Jay-Z made Rockefeller. He made it look like he made Rockefeller. Jay-Z had.
They said this man has a net worth of $2 million. Lonzo Ball probably make more than this nigga.
Click it.
God damn.
Now, 2 years ago, you know what that was? Minus 2 million.
Damn.
If you do Celebrity Network, the ain't dash and go back a year or two, it was minus 2 million. So he just got back to 2 million.
Well, shit, Sean, why did you say Leo Cohen was dangerous? Why you feel that way, brother?
He's a culture vulture.
But here's the thing. They knew he was a fucking culture vulture. You still dealt with the nigga for all these years.
I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, that's true. But it just that like Leon Cohen like brings out terrible talent to hip hop.
What the fuck is this lady doing?
Fucking devil.
But what
Everybody
the?
know.
Wait, can I share my screen?
Oh,
Nah. What you share?
Wait. What you looking at though, man?
Bruh, the type of stuff that people do on Facebook, man, it's just crazy. Let me share my screen, bruh. Hold up. But look at this.
Watch that Virgo though. Watch that Virgo what he gonna share though.
Bro, look at this crap. Bro, what the freak, man?
Hold on, what is it?
This crap. You see this?
I ain't seen shit.
Bro,
I know it's some bitch. Yeah. I know it's some female. I know it's some female. Is that
bro,
a female?
what the? Yeah, let me click off.
That look like a nigga. That look like a nigga.
Let me click off, man.
You watch a nigga? No, shit.
No, man. Somebody on Facebook be sharing random stuff.
Yo, you watching niggas in the tub?
No, that's a female, bro. That's actually a female.
You see those shoulders? Look at those shoulders, homie. Look at those shoulders. Look at those motherfucking shoulders. Oh, hands too. That's
damn.
Watch that. He trans.
Nah, but all seriously though.
You watching Transformers and shit?
Those shoulders big as a motherfucker, dog.
Don't play my Virgo was up here trying to spit game to Dre from the Bay a couple.
Hey.
Virgo almost skirted off with something, man. Shout out Virgo, man. I see. Shit, while I got the Kings on the pen,
speaking of Dre from the Bay, where's she at?
Oh no! Don't do that! Don't call that, please.
But I do want to ask y'all about these, because like I said, y'all the Kings on the panel. These California fires, man. It was a fucking blizzard over here on the East Coast while California was on fire. I just want to know y'all quick thoughts on that, man. What's up with that, man?
You want the spiritual aspect, or you want the
legal? Is that true? I'm gonna let you close up shop on that, John. But let me get Sean and Virgo's opinion first. Y'all think this is motherfuckers playing with the weather? You think this is organic?
I mean, I'm gonna let Sean go first. I'm gonna see what he thinks.
I mean, there's a lot of arsons. There's a lot of arsonists in Cali, so it's not about like somebody just played the weather and shit. It's just a lot of arsons out there. Well, out
what
here.
Does that mean? Like people really running around setting shit on fire?
I mean, shoot, I don't even know. I'm just like, I just mind my business usually, but
yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't really know a whole lot of information. All I gotta say is, my heart goes out to those people.
There's a lot of crazy white people just burning.
But as for the conspiracy theories, I mean, it's a possible. I wouldn't rule it out. I mean, these are the same people that got a machine called the HARP, that creates random hurricanes and tornadoes and shit. So I won't be surprised, But as speaking on the situation, I'm not 100% knowledgeable with it, but my heart goes out to those people. That's all I got to say about it.
And John Hardy, are you familiar with? I know you are, but I just got to pose this question: are you familiar with directed energy weapons?
All right, no. Let's go deeper in this.
Oh shit.
Okay. Spiritually speaking, I predicted California was gonna have wildfires and fuck around and burn the fuck down. Okay, you can go. Let's go to some simple reasons. It's because they had the black balls in the water one time, saying and the most of the waters they selling around the world. So you can see how the intentional drought is being created. It's a drought because I remember one time they reported they had a bunch of black balls in there, and they used the sun from the rays to create more water. And when I did my experiment, I said that's actually making the water fucking disappear. All right. Second of all, most of the waters that we drinking come from California. At least 60% coming from California. So they don't even have enough water to do A, B, C, D, F, G. Now, do I believe these motherfucking fires is regardless if it's weather or experiment? Do I believe they just popped out of nowhere? No, I don't care. If that's the case, the desert would be. There's a lot of other hotter places than California that be blowing up. Now, there's 6 million acres of land burnt up, right? There was over 6,000 people injured, or 660 people died so far. You see all those sixes? Wow. You see all those sixes, dog? You got over 600 people, 60 people died, 600 people missing, and 6,000 acres of land fucked up. So now it's at least 79 people and left 699 of people, 600, now they're hitting the 700. 79 people are killed, 699 unaccounted for, and that created 1,000 more migrants. So now this is why people are trying to run to the, for like help and assistance and stuff like that. So conspiracy theories said this thing called Agenda 21 and laser beam, of which refer to conspiracy theories related to California wildfires, so they saying that these fires allegedly being created, and it was alleged a lot of these, floods and fires for years allegedly being created, because they might want certain part of the land. Now, if you go in deep depth to me, spiritually speaking, listen, Hollywood is about to take a super L. Because all those people are the people that run everything. So California, everything's karma coming back on them.
Yeah, but what if they want it? What if they want to burn all this shit down anyway?
Listen, you got people like that will let certain things happen. For instance, let's say white racist people. They don't care if the white people get involved with it. They look at the majority of it like, well, this many white people is going to get involved, so let's send the police over here. And if they get shot, they get shot. All of them are getting shot. So when it comes to this shit like this, it could be a bigger objective, not to worry about, the people. And you might have some congressmen, it's a legend right now, over 61,000 congressmen is fucking around and be arrested by the Marines. So you got a lot of congressmen that's against these things, that may be behind the scenes, like, no, y'all going too far with this. And I mean, we can do this a better way.
I did want to throw this out there. I heard that there's like that. I don't, like I said, I'm not really. I'm like Virgo and Tron. I'm not too well versed on this, but I did hear that there was some sort of pipeline. There's something underneath these houses of this area that these motherfuckers want to. They might want access to, and the only way they can really do it is if they burn all this area up.
Right. It's just like allegedly, and where Lil Wayne is from. Where you from? Where Lil Wayne from?
New Orleans. Hurricane
right, in New Orleans, right. Hurricane Katrina was built because they allegedly tried to buy the property from the black people. They said no. They let that go. They fucked up the bricks that was blocking it and let it flood it out. And they did the oil fucked up over there too. Because they wanted that land. See what I'm saying? So now if you look at where these fires at, they want that area. They probably tried to buy it out. Couldn't buy it. A lot of these floods, right? Okay, let's say in Delaware, right? In Delaware, how 13, Interstate 13. A lot of people don't know if Interstate 13 go from Delaware all the way to North Carolina, probably south too, right? But when you take 13, it's like an empty road. It's just like woods and shit like that. They said so many black people lived on that interstate before they tried to buy them out, and they didn't, and all type of reconstruction. They put highways to get rid of people out of certain areas. Fires, allegedly. Floods, allegedly. You know what I mean? You don't want to move, they'll move you. So when you get to the beam and the weather controlling, that just could be 1 out of 20 ways of doing it.
That's some real shit.
But to answer your question, Kevin Kelly, I mean, yeah, that is true. Florida is hotter than New York. However, Florida gets a lot of rain and hurricanes and stuff, whereas California, they do get rains here and there, but most of the time it's mostly warm there. So, I mean, that could be a reason. But then at the same time, the reason why Florida doesn't get as much wildfires because we get a lot of rain and stuff. But to say it off, I mean, my heart goes out to those people. But as for California, I'm glad I don't live in California. Like, I'm not trying to say Florida is any perfect either. I mean, we got our flaws here too, but compared to California and their laws over there, especially their gun laws over there, where you can't own certain guns over there, which is ridiculous, and the cost of living is high, and the politics over there in that state is kind of corrupted. I mean,
now here's the weirdest thing about the fire, right?
yeah.
When you look up California fire exposed and you scroll down, you know what they saying?
What?
Most of the things are saying, it's saying, here's how the smoke California affects the humans. California wildfire can mean a generation of lung problems. What will wildfire smoke do to health? So you gotta ask. This is fucking regular wildfire. Ain't no wildfire gonna fuck up your lungs. 9/11 will. You got the metal. What kind of fire is gonna fuck your lungs up to cause cancer? They went about people having cancers for years out there, lung cancer. So it can't be a natural fire. It's a lot. And when I looked at the smoke level, I was like, this is like whitish smoke.
But John, piggybacking off of that, there's a lot of.
I was gonna ask you, John.
Damn, Virgo shit. Can I get?
Oh, all right. Let me get.
That's that Virgo. I love saying that. That's that Virgo.
I got you, Virgo. But let me just say this real quick. There's a lot of pictures of where a house will be fucking disintegrated, and there'll be trees still perfectly fine around the house. I just wanted to throw that out.
If you look, right, we're gonna go back to Louisiana, right, and then we're gonna go to California, right. So let's go with Louisiana. All the places got flooded out is low poverty area. The whole rich area was untouched.
There you go.
Now, if you look at California, right where you see that one house wasn't touched, throw that line where the forest fire is at, low poverty income. If you cross the street, that house, and there's a whole section of houses that wasn't touched. Those are the high income motherfuckers. That's how they get rid of poverty. Come on, get them all out of here. Get them out of here.
Go ahead, Virgo.
I was gonna ask you, man. What do you think about the possible theory of California? You know, science have predicted in 20 years that a big earthquake is supposed to hit California to the point where it hit California to where California will hit the ocean and turn into an island. What do you think about that theory?
No, that's deep. That's deep what he's saying, because let's just go logically speaking. We going with everything burning down. So what the fuck is going to be, you know what I mean? Good fucking prediction, you know what I mean? And it was already predicted for California to sink in a lot of ways with the stars, astrology, even people, spiritual people through the Bible, it's quotes in the Bible saying certain good things. So yeah, if they have one big, because you don't have too much water in there that's bringing, you need water, oxygen, which is water, you need sunlight, and you need what produce oxygen? Trees. You need all three of those to create life. So if all these forests is burning down, there's going to be no life there. So one big earthquake, it's going to be nothing but water. Like if you look at it, California is a fucking island. See what I'm saying? California is an island. So if they have a 7 or greater earthquake, they fuck. They fuck.
Looking at these pictures, man, I'm gonna be honest. It literally reminds me of The Walking Dead, like from down to the color, to everything. That's just me personally.
I'm gonna have to tell all my friends that leave California. I'm gonna tell them leave right away because I have a feeling. I mean, I'm not saying Florida is perfect, but compared to California, man, I don't know.
You want my prediction for anybody that's in California? Things could get extra worse by 2020. A lot of things gonna happen in 2020. People ain't ready for. So.
Man, I'm just gonna say like things is not gonna happen like that. That's all I gotta say.
I
Sometimes,
mean, what
sometimes
people say not going to happen that way, it happens. Like people were disputing the FEMA camps. The FEMA camps out there. People
That's
were
some real
disputing
shit. People will get
disputing
clowned.
chips. They said the chips, the microchips, is out there. It's out there. So everything that people could consider it to be a conspiracy theory, it's going down, good brother. It's going down.
Dude, John, that's some real shit though. People will get clowned for that. I mean, people were talking about Walmarts are being transitioned to FEMA camps. And recently, when it went down, they was a perfect example of, I think it was the illegals or whatever the case may be. They were being the children were being held down down south or whatever. I think in Texas, and it was.
Hey guys, not to interrupt you, but I gotta leave, man. I appreciate y'all having me on the chat though.
Appreciate shout out to Young King Virgo. I appreciate you hopping on the panel, man.
Shout out, Virgo.
All right, man. Peace out, guys.
I'll be good, man. Enjoy your holidays, man.
All right.
Yeah, what you were saying?
Jamel Collins said, "Don't take the chip in the chat." Wait, we gonna be forced to. But no, all I was saying was, yeah, it sounds crazy, but until it happens, man, like that's why I just put nothing past these motherfuckers, man.
But then when it happened, it's like people don't give a fuck anyway. You see what I'm saying? By the time it happened, the people you're going to say, "I told you it was going to happen." You know what I mean? They was like, well, you know, and then you have people arguing like, well, if they wouldn't have closed it, they wouldn't have nowhere to take them. No, they closed it in order to take them there.
Right. And you know what? This is the last topic. We're going to leave it on this. Kevin Kelly says they about to round our asses up. But I want to ask y'all, what is Thanksgiving? I mean, Thanksgiving. I mean, happy holidays. What does today mean to y'all, man, on this day? I'm glad. I'm proud and glad. I wish I could ask Virgo this before we got up out of here. But I'm honored that I can chill with y'all and chop it up with y'all before dinner time. But what does today mean to y'all? Sean, go ahead, brother. You feel like we should be celebrating today, or you just more like about the food and the family? Where you stand with today?
I mean, I look at it as like a family reunion. That's all it is, like a time that you can able to, you know, stay with your family, be blessed with what you got, and that's just all that matters. For me,
you don't really celebrate it for the history of it. It's just more like a family reunion.
I mean, I don't celebrate everything what people do, so you know, I just do what I gotta do. I don't celebrate anything like that type of thing. I don't be like on some pilgrims and Indian, because I'm not Indian. I'm a freaking Nigerian. So
there you go. So you're not out buying decorations and ornaments and shit.
Of course not.
Okay, I got you. Yo, Sean got tight there when I asked him that question. He said, "Hell no." Mr. John Hardy, where you stand with today, with this day in American history?
I mean, if you want to take the positive about it and say, just be thankful, you know, for everything that happened in your life and run with that, and that's a good thing. And that's something that we should celebrate every day. You know what I mean? You should take one day to be thankful for what you get. But, right? Should people be celebrating it? Should people be celebrating it? Fuck no. And now here go the problem again. People don't know the history of Thanksgiving. The history of Thanksgiving is
about it.
Indians got slaughtered by the pilgrim and made them start eating goddamn turkeys. What the fuck? The pilgrims got slaughtered over this day. Not the pilgrims. The pilgrims slaughtered the Indians. Indians were the original black people. So pilgrims.
Wait, you said Indians were who?
The true Indians was the Olmec, ALMEC, Olmec, right? The Olmec people was the original black people in the United States. Like technically, we're not from Africa. Actually, we was here before Africa. When Christopher Columbus came over, he was going from one side of the India to the other side of the India. He brought the fucking cow over here, right? He got lost because the Moors he didn't even know how to fucking sail. The Moors was a master of sailing. The Moors got lost and ended up in America with the Olmecs, which is the people that was here prior to Africa being Pangaea being broken off and being named Africa. So they came over here. Christopher Columbus called them Indians because they had pretty hair and chinky eyes, but they wasn't Indians.
Wow.
So this is how people got the native Indian, because India is fucking India. So I don't know where this whole theory of a native Indian came over. So when they came over, they was telling them to do ABCs and call yourself Indians. They were saying no. They slaughtered these motherfuckers, and the one that sold out got the Indian reservations, and then everybody started getting the name Americans, and they associated black with Africans. You know what I mean? Black people were just black people over here. We wasn't African. We didn't come on a boat from no goddamn Africa. We've been here. If we wasn't here longer than the people in Africa, we would say the same motherfucking time. You know what I mean? So at the Pilgrim, they actually offered Turkey and killed these motherfuckers to take over the land.
Damn.
Why would we celebrate something like that? Look it up. Actual facts. The real story of Thanksgiving. You can see, like, some people might be calling it myths or whatever the case may be, but it's a real story. Look up the real story of Thanksgiving outside of the Almanac. You know, let's just stick with the native Indians. They slaughtered the native Indians for their land.
You know, me personally, I just grew out of celebrating. Like, I'm cool with gathering with people on holidays, whatever the case may be, but I don't celebrate these shit. And naturally, I just moved away from it. Like, I don't know if it's because, you know, I think definitely with me personally, I'm not really close with my family, so I don't really have spots that I'm expected to be at on these particular holidays, right? But me personally, I naturally, my soul just disconnected from the whole, yo, I'm hype about Christmas, what niggas gonna get me, or, you know, Halloween, what we doing, what we turn, you know what I mean? Like, I just got away from it, and then I started to do my research, and it seemed like every holiday has a fucked up, twisted, real history behind it. If you do your research, like Easter, Halloween, like I really don't know. The only one I really don't know is Christmas.
Let me break it all down. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on it.
Oh shit!
Let's start with Christmas, right? Okay. Every 20 something of the month, there's ancient holidays. I'm not gonna go in depth with. So let's start with that. Now I'm gonna take you through the stars. Let's start with the zodiac sign Aries. Aries is ruled by the ram. And you always see the ram and the lamb in the Bible the most, right? So it's ruled by the ram. Now, if you get into that, the holiday is around April, right? Before you get to April, it starts from March 21st to April 21st. That's the zodiac sign.
Gotta move a little bit closer to the mic, John.
Okay, from March 21st to April 21st, this is when the Aries, from March to April, that's when Aries. So March 21st is a real holiday. It's a spiritual holiday. And they made April 1st into Easter. Now, we go with Easter, right? What goddamn bunny, know that, lay eggs?
Right. Go ahead.
So, but that really came from March 21st holiday. So now if you get to Christmas again, December 21st is a holiday. It's like Hanukkah, one of those holidays, the Passover, one of those spiritual holidays. Every couple of days after, they create another thing. They created Christmas. Now, Christmas was painted as being God because, right? He came from heaven. Nobody know who he is. He got the book of life, so he know who's doing bad and wrong. He got the 12 disciples, which is not reindeers, but 3 stay home with his mysterious Mary wife, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So people celebrating Christmas under the name of Christ. Can I go deeper?
Pull up.
Now, when you look at the name Christ, right? That's actually a representation. They took the negative aspect and put him in a red suit. That's the Luciferian part, but they made him, you know, the devil trying to be God. Now, when you look at December 21st, right? Wow. December 21st is called an equinox.
Right.
When an equinox, the sun go down 3 degrees. So it goes down December 21st, it goes down. And then every day after the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, or the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, approximately, it go 3 degrees back up. On the 25th, it's at its highest point.
Wow.
That's when Christ died for 3 days and resurrected himself. He died for 3 days. The sun dies 3 days before Christmas and rise back up. Now, if you look behind the sun, the zodiac signs, which is called a crucifix cross, it's called a cardinal signs, which is fixed signs. It's cardinal signs. Aries is at sunrise. Libra is at sunset. Cancer is when the sun is at the top highest point. Capricorn is at the bottom of your feet. That's where they got. That's why the Vatican call itself cardinals, because the cardinals is based off of these zodiac signs and the positions of the stars. So now you see all these so-called religion people who got a halo over their head or a cross. And if you look at every religion, it got a cross in it. Every religion got a cross, a sun, a moon, or stars on top of their chapels. So Christmas can kick rock. You look at the Halloween, Halloween is October the 21st. Again, it's another holiday in Halloween. And then with the Spanish people, it's paying respect to the dead on a full moon. They turned it into Halloween to come out and do A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Damn.
Now let's get into New Year's. New Year's is January the 1st. We're going back to December the 20-something. They made New Year's January the 1st, right? So that's a new year for everybody, right? You know when a new year is?
It ain't that bad.
I'm going to give you two things for the New Year's at. The New Year for everybody individually starts with the day of your birth. That's your personal New Year.
Wow.
That's your New Year. So you celebrate New Year with everybody. Everybody celebrate their own New Year. Now, if you go deeper into that, into the old calendar.
Some real shit.
Look. And when you go into the old calendar, New Year's starts March 21st. You know how you know that? That's the first season. That's the Lamb of Christ. That's the Ram. That is the March 21st is spring, the beginning of life, the first zodiac sign ruled by Mars, which is the first planet to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So March 21st is, let's say hypothetically, allegedly, if March 21st is the first of the year, right, and they made January, they took this clock and turned around. See, the zodiac go with the seasons. So, and Aries rules spring. Everything come up in spring. You see people that's Aries, cardinal signs, Cancers, Libras, Capricorn. They up early in the morning. They the creators. They initiate shit. Start shit, won't finish shit though. Start shit, won't finish shit. Now, when you get to the next season, you got Cancer, right? You got Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Always some optimistic motherfuckers. Then you got Cancer. This is spring. Cancer, Leo, and Virgo, summer. Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, winter. This is why these people are always miserable. Capricorn, Cancer. Fall. I take that back. Fall. But that starts when the sun sets. So they can feel more. And then you got Capricorn, Aquarius, winter. Now, wow. Now watch this. I'm gonna close this out with this. All right, let's say a prayer, right? We're gonna say the Lord's Prayer, right? I'm gonna close this out with this. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. That's called Aries, because the name for Aries is I am. And in the Exodus, the book Bible, the Israelites said, "Who shall I say sent us?" He says, "Tell them I am that I am sent you." The name for Aries is I am. It's also ruled by the Lamb. Aries also rules the head. Show me an Aries that don't have headaches. Right?
Wow.
Our Father who art in heaven, heaven is your head. Hell is in your feet. They took the name Hill and made it hell. Heaven is in your head. Heaven and hell is the lower part of your body. Now watch this. Our Father who art in heaven, that's Aries, the head. Hallowed be thy name, right? I am. Thy kingdom come. Taurus is the bull. Taurus rules the kingdom. Taurus rules banking. Banking rules the world.
Damn.
Taurus, which is also rules the throat. When everybody Taurus, they got throat and nose problems, right?
Right.
Our kingdom come, thy will should be done. Ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet next to the sun, and Mercury fuck everything up than any other planet. And name a fucking Gemini that don't get shit done. Gemini also rules the twin arms and the twin lungs. They get shit done. That will be done. On Earth, which is Cancer, the moon rules the Earth. It rules biological fluids. It rules having a baby, cropping, harvest season, full moons create emotions. It rules spiritual magic in some religions. So, and it gives light to the night of the earth, which actually help the earth. It rules waves. People, it's like the tidal waves come from the moon, right? So on earth as in heaven, that's Leo. Leo's ruled by the sun, the lion, the king. That sun puts lights above the galaxies or the universe and earth. It gives life and duality in both aspects. And Leo is ruled by the circulatory system of the blood, and it rules the heart, right? As in heaven. And then give us our daily bread. That's Virgo. What season is that? September, harvest season. This is where people go picking up their breads.
Right.
Which rules the intestines. A lot of Virgos got stomach issues, lower intestine, a large intestine. The Cancer rules the intestines as well. Virgo rules the intestines, right? Give us our daily bread as we forgive the old version, our debts in the Bible, as we forgive us for our debts as we forgive our debtors. Libra rules the two kidneys, which is the two scales, the scale of justice. Debts. Libra's ruled by Venus, which is also Venus rule investments. Forgive us our debt as we forgive our debtors. Scorpio, right? Scorpio rules death. Lead us not into temptation, sex, magic, death, rebirth, the reproductive organism. It also rules Pluto, the planet of death. They couldn't figure Pluto out, so they said it's a dwarf planet, but they can't figure it out. Stupid ass. Pluto rules death, transformation, and the house it rules is sex, magic, death, and rebirth. It also rules secrets. They can't figure it out. So that's what it said. Lead us not into temptations. And then Sagittarius is deliver us from evil. And if you let's look at the planet of is Jupiter. Jupiter is the most abundant, luckiest planet. But if you look at the symbol for Sagittarius, it's a half man, half horse with a bow and arrow called the archer. In Greek mythology, he always throwing that arrow, rescuing people and throwing them on the back of the horse. Deliver us for our evil, for thine is the kingdom. Capricorn is like Taurus. It doesn't rule the bank, it rules the banking system. It rules corporates. So just like Taurus, but it rules the structure. It's ruled by Sagittarius. Sagittarius was once known as the good sun, and this sun was named Lucifer. Sagittarius was worshipped as a sun god, the black sun, or the black man, right? That glory and that power, which is Uranus, which is Aquarius, unpredictable shit. Aquarius rules the pineal gland, glory and power, right? And Pisces is the last sign. Pisces is the ending. Pisces is a most spiritual sign. People that's ruled in Pisces, they got nerve problems. They nervous people because your nerves start from your head. The last bit of your nerve go to your feet. Pisces are fast runners. They good with their feet. But Pisces is the 12th house, which says forever and ever, amen. Because when you transform in that house, you die just to live on. That's the 12th house. That's the ending, but it's forever and ever, amen. That means when you die, you still live on. That's what the 12th house means.
God damn, John. And can we find this in the book coming out, John?
That's gonna be my next book, the breakdown of the Bible. And then if you look at the crucifix of the cross that I told you about, Aries, Cancer, Libra. No, the second one is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, right? So that's in another cross. So Leo's is opposite of Aquarius, right? Those two letters, figures in the sky make H's. And if you look at Scorpio, Scorpio is shaped like a J. See how it's shaped, the J? The tail of a scorpion. You see a scorpion? See how it's tail? They say that's shaped like a J. And if you look at Taurus, minus the ship behind them, the stars is shaped like a V. Historically, God name was Yahweh, Javeh, JHVH. Those are those signs.
Wow. And just real quick though, you know, I gotta ask, I'm Mr. Super Facts. Where can I pull these receipts, John?
Nigga, I'm giving it to you now, just through the knowledge. If you look at Jesus Christ, right? Go pull up the Last Supper and look at that picture. He is a son, not S-O-N-S-U-N. The people on the left side of him, 6 of them. People on the right, 6 of them. Those are motherfucking astrological planets. Those people don't exist. You want to pull a receipt up, try to find somebody who existed in the Bible beside the stars. Nobody exists. They can't prove one receipt of somebody, anybody existing in that Bible or any other religion, physical, you know, any type of receipt. Now, if you look at that, again, you're looking at Jesus as the son, which is Leo, the heart, and every other one is start from Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. And then
going back to the video that we made, we said that Jesus is a metaphor for the sun.
Exactly. So when you look at the physical aspect of just saying, taking the word S-U-N and replacing it for Jesus, I bet you it make more sense to you. Even if you're looking at the number 12, the number 12 is in the Bible more than it's in than God or Jesus' name in there. There's 12 disciples of Jesus Christ, 12 pillars of salt. There's 12 followers who follow Allah when he died. There's in Buddha, in every religion, the number 12 is more powerful than anything. Now, when you get to the physical aspect of it, because you got 12 planets that's associated with 12 salts on this earth that feed your 12 organs in your body. You got 12 neuron receptors. You got 12 main bone structures. You got 12 main organs. You got, you know what I mean? So everything is based on 12. You got 12 foods. You got every season. I started this book off the soul for the seasons because every season we should be eating a certain things. So when you get to December, January, February, not December, January, February, March, when you starting everything off, spending all your money, that's technically January. Those are the last 2 months. You should be finalizing, detoxing your body, going over your finance, because March 21st is the beginning of the new year. They took the calendar and turned it 3 months around. So while people were spending December, spending all that number, November, December, January, February, it's the time, you know, those are the last 3 months of the year. December, January, February. You should be going over your finance. You can tell by your health. You can tell by the seasons. You can tell by the food you need to be eating or the exercise you need to be doing. Those weathers change does not change time. They can change time. They can do whatever. They can't change the weather. The weather is seasonal and the stars don't lie. The stars is always, you don't need nothing to tell time with that star. And then they tell you don't look, don't stare in the sun. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when you stare in the sun?
I'll fucking die.
See? Do you know how many people sun gaze? See, now they don't want you to stare at the sun because they don't know the real power is the sun. Now, I challenge anybody to do this, right? Go out and look at the sun as soon as it comes up, no more than 45 minutes from sunrise. If you miss that, 45 minutes before sunset for 10 seconds. The next day, 20 seconds. The next day, 30 seconds. And keep adding 10 minutes on that bitch. And then go check your eyes. Go check your eyes. If you wear glasses too, go check your eyes.
Wait, you saying we should go stare at the sun, John?
Yes. Buddha did it. So-called Buddha did it. So-called Jesus did it. The real physical people on this earth did it. When you see those people on the top of the mountain meditating, they staring at the sun, but you can't see. The thing about there's like I spoke to a doctor. The doctor said you can't stare at the sun because UV rays will damage your eyes. I said there is no UV rays at sunset and sunrise. He said I didn't know that.
Oh shit.
He said I didn't know that. There's no danger to your eyes on sunset and sunrise. Now this is why the sun can cause cancer, because once you pass that hour, the UV index, check UV index in your state on sunrise and sunset. It's at 0, 1, maybe 2 times. So if anything, that vitamin D they stopping us from getting, that original calcium they stopping us from getting, that cancer curing property they stopping us from getting. Do you know it was a dude, right? From 12 years old, he's 7 years old, he do not eat. That when the sun, right? The sun, Jesus, right? The sun put energy in food. Vegans know this, vegetarians know this, right? So the sun put energy in the food. This is why we eat food, for energy. So when people eat meat and dead food, they're not getting no energy. They feel tired when they go to work. But if you eat organic food with the sun, the energy from the sun, it's the energy from the sun is why we're eating. So imagine if you get the energy directly from the sun. A lot of people don't even eat. This is why they go fast for 40 days and 40 nights. Wow. And I seen reports with people doing that. Their eyesight got better, decreased hunger. Some people lost weight. You know what I mean? People got reports to have super energy. So the industry don't want you to know. So they put that in the Bible with 12 invisible people. And then they put in with the Muslims, and they put it all the religions that's under the Vatican, they put all the religions under there, and people following. Now that book got 12 pillars of salt. That's called calcium, iron, magnesium. That's what they don't tell you. You got that sun, that's called real vitamin D. You got alkaline water that's not acidic. And if you ain't going to do that, then we should be eating food that's, you know, at least in the morning. I always say, eat some organic fruits in the morning, organic vegetables in the afternoon. I don't care what you eat after that. You'll be able to use the bathroom better. Shout out to my Virgos. I bet you'll be in the bathroom better. See, and just even Tauruses got flares up the nose. They can get sinuses problems and all that. That comes from the sweetness. Geminis can have stomach problems too, especially cancers. Spicy food.
But before we get up out of here, I almost forgot. Jamel Collins in the chat, he said, what about, can you tell him about Sagittarius? Jamel, are you a Sagittarius? Let me know in the chat. But he asked about Sagittarius.
All right, Sagittarius. He's a Sagittarius?
I'm not sure if he is, but
well, Sagittarius been going through a lot recently, but Sagittarius is one of the luckiest signs, because if you look up planets that rule Sagittarius, it's Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of benevolence. It rules like just big shit, expansion. So now what's good for him? He's going through a new change because Jupiter is coming back into the sign of Sagittarius. For everybody, that's good. It depends what part of your life. So everybody getting a, you know, or some people going through some shit. Now, Sagittarius also, because he got Jupiter, I don't think he got eye problems. But every time I want to see somebody got eye problems, I just pull up the Sagittarius. I might see Mars in there. Okay, they got eye problems. You know what I mean? Because Sagittarius rules the liver, it rules the fatty cells on your body, and it rules the eyesight. So he got to be careful. Like, he could be prone for lupus if he eat too much fucked up food. For Astrometric, it shows that he got to watch out for his liver. He got problems with his kneecaps and bones, ankles, and feet. That's what most of his problems at. Other than that, he probably got big hips too. He can have a hip replacement later down the line.
He said, yeah, I am.
Yeah, hip replacement. So he's supposed to go into, you got to watch out for like starchy food. You got to eat more calcium, rich in greens and stuff like that. His intake of salt, you got to watch out for that. And he should be taking some iron pills and stuff like that. He think expansive. The problem with him is personality. He always got an idea that, you know, he want to be a rapper, but don't want to create, don't want to make a video, don't want to go to the studio. You know what I mean? So he's big though. He's a good networker. He's out there with a lot of people. He can get people together and everything. He'll have a whole crew ready to do real estate, but ain't got one business plan. But the motherfucker is like, and when shit hit the fan with him, he know how to get the fuck out of Dodge. He's really non-confrontational, but when he snaps, it's a wrap. When he snaps, they catch him all the smoke because he's prone not to. You know, it's like if you get him mad, he'll just flex on you. He'll just go buy a new chain and flex on your ass and shit. But when he's pissed off though, like he got pissed off in March. Around March, he got Yeah, I think he might have argued with somebody and fought somebody in March. Yeah. Did he? Did he say yeah?
Yeah, he said he was a Sagittarius. Yeah.
Yeah, everything I just said. Did he get into an argument, a fight with somebody around March? He had a big argument going. I just said when he pissed off, he pissed all the way off. Like, but he tried to avoid it. He had a fight with somebody, an argument, almost a fight in March. So he's the type of person that, you know what I mean? He get money too. Like, he'll take care of his home and make sure everybody's good, you know. It depends, you know, on the situation. So he's the type of person that my girl is good. Okay, cool. She need a TV here. I'm off to the strip club. As long as she leave me alone. You want to break up with a Sagittarius? Stop them from their freedom, because that rules freedom. You know, he like foreign females too. He like foreign females. Like
Mr. John Hardy. Mr. John Hardy, I appreciate you for your enlightenment. The family, I got the homie Sean still on the check, and hopefully white supremacy ain't get you, bro.
No, I'm here. I'm just listening.
Some real shit. I appreciate you vibing with me and Mr. John Hardy today, man. I know you got a lot of shit going on probably, but I really appreciate you vibing with us. And shout out to Young King Virgo checking in. I think this was a super. We was just supposed to talk about Tekashi. We didn't fucked around and talked about.
You can't invite me to one of these, dog.
The family came out, John. If you watch this video on the replay, we had Kevin Kelly on the check-in in the chat, Collins, Ikit Mel. You know what I mean? Everybody on the panel, it was Keys the Win was up in here. Everybody came through and showed love on a fucking holiday when they supposed to be out, you know, picking somebody up to come over, helping their mama cook the food, man.
Yeah, so shout out to everybody. I just want to say I appreciate everybody who came through the chat. I wasn't on the chat, you know, I just talk, man. That's it. Fuck it. Mercury in my third house of communication. I just can't stop talking. That's a good thing.
Tell the people where to find you, Sean. What you up to? And what's going on with you? How you gonna spend the rest of the day, brother?
I mean, I'm just celebrating my family. That's all that matters for me.
That's some real shit. And where you want the people to find you out there, man? You popping out here, Sean.
Man, you could go on my Twitter. You could go on my Twitter like Sean _Jackal. You can see me over there.
All right, triple salute, Mr. John Hardy. Where can the people find you, man?
Positive Motivations. Go to www.facebook.com/KingJohn2020. You need actual life coaching, or you just want some weekly reading, predictions, or astromedical consultation, or even finance. You might want to just establish where they make more money. Go check me out at johnhardynow.com and just book a session with me. It's only like $25-$30, and they got a 30 minutes consultation. But because I know you guys coming off of here, I'll make it a little longer. If I'm wrong, I'm so cocky. If I'm wrong, you get a full refund. Not a cut. Double that.
Kevin Kelly said you was spitting some real shit.
Also, you can get me on that channel he put up, Astrolife. Some videos of there. I try not to put too much, but it's definitely inspirational. Those like from the beginning of this year. So I'm about ready to load up some more videos. But again, johnhardynow.com. If you want to book a reading, or you got any physical illness you think can't get rid of, because trust me, I done seen and heard it all. And the herpes is gone, the cancer's gone. I ain't gonna do too much talking about that. I let my paperwork talk. If you need receipts, on that one.
Real shit. So now shout out all the newcomers checking out Mr. Superfacts today. Raider, Gustavo, I see you. We had Tyrone in the building, and the newcomer, Miss Layla. So definitely triple salute to all the newcomers, showing up on the channel and showing us some love. And the super triple salute to the Kings on the panel today. Shout out to homie Sean, Mr. John Hardy, and also the Young King Virgo. That's it, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and hopefully, the Kings, chop it up with me on the next video, man. With that, enjoy your holidays and be safe in traffic. It's low key, and I am Mr. Superfacts. Peace, family.
Peace.
All right, see you guys.